Testing 1, 2, 3. We must be live now. Okay. Welcome everyone. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you all. I hope you're all well. How's everyone doing? Barry, RoboCoop, Svenny, Steven, Milo. Good to see everyone. Good to see you. All right. Great. Great. So today we'll be distributing Karn Delance for... That's the wrong logo. Let's go ahead and fix that. Okay. We want 3 down stars. I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and... What's in my extras menu? I've got nothing. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hop into the training room. I'm going to grab some weapons that are in there. So, this is another tip. If you need to pick up weapons to sell for tokens, a good idea is if you have access to the training room. Of course you have access to the training room. If you have sound test, you can actually grab some records out of the sound test room, and you can sell the records for tokens as well. So there's a knife back here that has lock on, so I'm pretty jazzed about that. And this is lock on plus actually, so it helps much more than the standard lock on. Okay, so actually I think that's all. I think at some point I did have a secondary weapon in here, but I think I replaced it. I think it used to be a stick, and I replaced it with a camping knife because I think people tend to prefer the camping knife for the damage output. So I swapped out the stick for the camp knife. Alright everybody, I'll get started on your codes. Barry's got his code here. So the code we're distributing, welcome everyone, great to see you all. The code linker data that we are distributing today will add Karn Delance to your roster in Frontier Fighters 3 down stars on new Nintendo 3DS. So go ahead and post your link code in the comment section below. So first we have Barry. Alright Barry, let me get you your link code. W-Y-I-O-L. Okay. And I hope we're all doing great today. Today we're just going to have a fun, easy day. We're just going to hang out. I'm going to work on some games. So I've been working on Galaxy Bound Curse DX. I'll be doing some 3D modeling and showing you how I prepare the visual aesthetic for the characters in that. So today we'll be seeing that. I'll be converting our 2D sprites into 3D models. We'll also just hang out and play some games and take it easy. Okay. Okay, Barry. W-Y-I-O-L. I've never streamed 2 days in a row before, so I just thought it'd be fun. The eShop's wrapping up. Let's hand out as much exclusive code linker content as we can to make it fun. Okay, and let's see, who else we got here? Envy, hello, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. All right, who was it? Was it who else put their code linker here? Us. Okay, Steven. Let's see. We'll get your code link for Steven. Okay, we have MFRWN. Okay, Steven, this is for you. VILUK. And please let me know how that goes. So, to start out, I'm going to go to my character selection. You always look so dang dapper. Well, I'm wearing what's in my wardrobe. Let's see here. Yeah, like I've said before, it's either this or it's a plaid shirt and denim, and that's all I've got really. Though I am about to order some proofs of the Silver Falls merchandise that's coming to the Silver Falls shop. You'll be able to get t-shirts and jackets, or not jackets, hoodies, clothes that characters in the Silver Falls games wear. You'll be able to order those from the Silver Falls shop as of next month. So I'd actually really like to get a Falcon Fang shirt. That's what Rauno wears at the beginning of White Inside of Umbra. You get a good look at it. Antonis, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Are gonna get any Silver Falls polo shirts? I had looked at them, and they were all around like $35, which seemed like too expensive. So I'll wait until there's more options. But for now, no polos. I was going to do a chunky chicken polo, but that would have cost people like $35-40. So I think maybe a lot of Q's in there, Envy. A lot of Q's. Okay, let's try this. ZVAKN. Barry, I posted yours already. Oh, sorry, Barry. I typed your code in. Sorry about that. All right, I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm really clumsy. I'm really coffee when I haven't had my clumsy. Okay. All right, now this one's for Barry. That is my mistake. FCOMI. It's the only link code I remember because a lot of Q's. Every other letter is a Q, which is makes it pretty easy to remember, isn't it? All right. So, again, I want to share that cheat code that we had from our stream yesterday. So what you want to do is talk to this duck. Again, you'll be able to recruit ducks after duck season launches. That'll be our exclusive DS game. You'll be able to download that for free after duck season launches. No, I don't want to sit. I want to talk to the duck, please. Everyone, let's enjoy a nice coffee together. Okay, so the cheat code is after you recruit the duck for the mission, you change your character or change your outfit, and then a duck will spawn. And you can basically do this infinitely until your hardware decides that it can't handle any more ducks. So I should have a duck with me. Nice. And if you have Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, be sure to code link that game with 3 down stars, because you'll be able to add Base Boulderfield to your roster. And I think he's a pretty great character. So if you're just new to the stream, please feel free to enter your link code in the comment section. I'll send you a key code. Quiddlefish, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Let me get you your unlock code, Quiddlefish. And who knows what kind of cool, special, hidden stuff I'll be sharing today. Okay, BSXFH. Okay, Quiddle, this is for you. YWRLY. I think I've got that right. RoboCoop, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. I'll get your key code now. KTCOG. Generate. Okay. HXIMX. Please let me know if these work. Envy, excellent. It worked. Thank you. Fantastic. All right. So I should have 2 ducks with me. All right. And if you were around on the stream yesterday, I think we had maybe 8 ducks or so. And it was pretty exciting because I sat down on the log and then the ducks came and they hopped up on my lap. So that was pretty nice. Thanks for that, Steven. Oh, Guile. Let's see. Yeah, I've never streamed 2 days in a row, but we're running close to the eShop wrapping up on the 27th. So I thought it'd be fun if I just did more streams so I could do more content distribution. This is the fastest way I can get content out to people with the code linker. So I thought this would be a fun way to just keep people positive and excited and having fun. So we have more content to distribute later this week for White Inside Its Umbra and Deathly Delusion Destroyers. You guys want more playable characters and more cool stuff, right? I actually I'll be doing a contest for Deathly Delusion Destroyers, and the reward will be, well, I have a bunch of different weapons to hand out, but there are some very good weapons, and each of them is a special one that has counterattack equipped. And how are you going to say no to counterattack on the weapon, honestly? So we have long guns, we have handguns, we have light melee, heavy melee, and throwing. We've got all that with counterattack attached. Steven, oh, your Halo Infinite Legendary Campaign Co-op night. Oh yeah, you can hang. Yeah, at least you can hang out here for a while. You got your link code. Everyone, let's wait until Steven leaves, and then we'll hand out some exclusive new content and an exclusive reveal trailer. So don't tell Steven. Light, good to see you. Knights of Knee, good to see you. Josh Moog. Right. Okay, Milo, thanks for posting your code again. Okay, so again, if I've missed your code, please just go ahead and send it again. It means that I haven't had my coffee yet, so maybe maybe the chat's moving faster than I can keep up with. MMOB. Okay, this is for Milo. And this will add Karn Delance to your party. And this is a pretty great character. We'll look at his skills. We went over them last time, last stream, but we'll do it again. Okay. And light. Have I missed anyone? If I've missed your code, please just type it again so I can see it. Okay, light. MNHWM. This is VRNUJ. Okay, great. Envy, is the duck multiplication planned, or is it a bug turned feature? It originally started out as a bug, but now it's an official feature. So Jason, one of our biggest supporters, he found it and he started DMing me one night. My inbox was going crazy with photos from him. He was saying like, "Hey, did you know that you can duplicate ducks?" And so I reworked it so it was there on purpose. Let's get another duck. Okay, sure, yeah, Josh, just send a DM and then I'll send you the code for that. And my inboxes on everything are flooded right now. People are asking about the Silver Falls games and people are requesting download tickets. So if I don't get to you, please just message again. My inboxes are swamped. I have hundreds of requests that I'm processing for download tickets. I wonder if I have any laser sights. Oh no, you need you need to play through story mode to discover the laser sights. I don't have any in the save file. And gunfetti. So how you find gunfetti is you have to finish the game at least once, and then in New Game Plus, so after you finish the game once, play through the game again a second time, and you can then start finding the gunfetti parts, and that changes your muzzle flash. So then your guns, you can change it for each character, so you no longer have a normal muzzle flash, you'll have something special and unique. One of them shoots out a bunch of little maverick faces, so that's pretty nice. I might try and record some gameplay for that at some point. So I was able to implement a trick with Unity. If you find that the frame rate is a little choppy, pause it, and then unpause it, and that forces Unity to clear memory because it totally stops the game entirely. So that's one technique that works for improving the performance of the game. Let's go ahead and have a look at Karn's skills. And for anyone that's new to the stream, thanks for coming by. We're distributing a new exclusive character today. That's Karn Delance, and this character is for Silver Falls 3 down stars. So if you haven't done so yet, please enter your link code in the comment section, and I will create a key code for you. All right. Yeah, so to your knowledge, you haven't seen ducks yet. So you won't be able to find ducks in your campsite without or until you code link Duck Season. So Duck Season is the DS game that I'm working on. After I launch Duck Season for the DS, it'll be a free ROM that you can download. You'll be able to code link that with the other Silver Falls games, and that's how you get ducks in 3 down stars. Esai 2005, yeah, welcome. If you have the other Silver Falls games, you can use the code linker, and you can get characters from the other Silver Falls games to cross over into 3 down stars. And there are many exclusive characters as well, so I generally distribute those. We hang out on live stream. Oh, hold on. That's the Galaxy Bound Curse music. I'll play that later. So watch, I'll swap over to Base Voldefield. So Base is the third character that you get in Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, and he's playable in 3 down stars, and he's got good stats, he's got good skills, so I actually really enjoy Base. I think he's really cool, and I'm just so happy with his design. I think he looks really cool. Yeah, so I have an army of ducks with me. These are my friends. They're pretty rad. And let me know if the music is too loud at any point so I can adjust it. Hey, Luna Knights, good to see you. So we'll switch back to Karn. We'll have a look at Karn's skill board now. And Karn, I'm not gonna lie, Karn's skill board is stacked. He's just got great damage output, but it's very specific and strategic. Right, so his main skill, Knights of Knee, that's great. I'll get Knights, so let's see, we got Luna Knights here. I'll do your link codes first. Let's just back out of that so we have something interesting to look at. We can hang out with my ducks here while I do everyone's link code. So Luna Knights, let's get your key code here. Let's see, FDIDP. Okay, Luna Knights, this code is for you. This is for your Karn Delance, CGOJM. Thanks, Antonis. Okay, who do we got? Knights. Knights is next. Alright. TGOIH. This is pretty cool, right? I could make a video game and I can share it from all the way across the world, and then we can hang out and I can distribute exclusive content to you directly in person. So I think that's pretty rad. Alright, Antonis, you are next. I'll get your code for you. This is FHQOP. And then let me know if it doesn't work. That just means I made a typo. Antonis. Okay, here we go. CKKMM. That's pretty easy. Great. Just found Holt's Moose Steak t-shirt. Excellent. Great one. I'm glad you found it, Light. Which stage did you find it in? Nikki, good to see you. Thanks for joining on the stream. Okay, Nikki, I'll do your code now. HQNVB. Alright, Nikki, here is your unlock code. EUHTS. Great. Milo, hey Jerrel, what's the secret announcement for today? Oh, I have to finish. I have to finish filming and editing the announcement trailer. So after the stream, so we won't do a long stream today. We're not going 4 hours, maybe 2.5 to 3 hours today. I have to finish filming and editing that announcement trailer, so I'm not going to spoil that for anyone. Alright everyone, so Karn starts out with defensive grappling, which is pretty nice. So when you're grappling, you're already taking less damage. I'll just lower the volume a little bit, just in case. Knights of Knee, thanks Jerrel. More things in life needed. Code Linker. I love Code Linker. It's so bad. I actually have a Power Glove. I have it new. I ordered it from Japan. It was basically brand new, and I ordered it a couple years ago. Still have it in the box. It's up on my display shelf over there. And I played Back to the Future with it. It was really hard. I almost got I got about like 30-45 seconds into the first level using the Power Glove. Alright. Awesome. Okay, so Karn's first skill is defensive grappling, and then his follow-up skill from that is crouchy power. So that's going to be a free 20% power boost when you're crouching. Generally, you're going to need to go up one, and then you have the tri-branch. So that's how you start the board, and then you can access the other skills from that. Double cut is great. Any character that has double cut is obviously meant to be a melee fighter. So we'll go to the left first. We have defensive grappling again, so that's 25 boost. We have rolling sprint. So after you dodge, you'll be moving faster for a little while. You have ice armor, which is very nice. And swift switch, that speeds up your weapon switching. You have farmer hands, which boosts the damage of tool weapons, which is a nice free boost. So things like hammers and axes are going to benefit from that. The name is wrong, but the description is correct. This should be like reversal boost. And that's where you hold down on the analog stick and press B twice, and your character turns around. If you attack during the turnaround, that's your reversal attack. It's already stronger on its own, but having that skill just makes it even stronger. So that's a great way to fight. Pyromaniac, free boost to your fire, really. And Hot Swapper, so after you switch melee weapons, the next hit is stronger. You'll have Evasion Attack, so after you dodge an attack, your melee power is boosted for a while. You have Swift Brawler, which increases your attacking speed. You have Defensive Crouch, so again, you're getting more defense. And you have Earth Whisper, so it boosts the damage of ice, fire, and electric by 25%. Karn is the only character who has access to this ability, but again, there is a way to get an item that has a skill attached. So it's normally impossible to get Earth Whisper attached to one of your weapons. The only way to get Earth Whisper is to play Epilogue 1. So every time you enter Epilogue 1, the characters that appear are random. Sometimes Karn will be sitting on a table in Epilogue 1, and if you talk to him, there's a chance that he'll have a star glass sitting on the table with him. So keep entering and exiting and entering Epilogue 1. Eventually you'll see Karn sitting on the table. Look at the table and keep an eye out, because you can find a star glass that way, and it will have Earth Whisper. And if you've got that, there's a secret to Earth Whisper that I actually have only told one person, maybe two people. Earth Whisper, I think, actually increases damage from water element weapons by, I think, 200 or 300%, and that's secret, it doesn't say that. And the only water element weapon there is in the game is the watering can that you get from your potato crops, your veggie patch. So normally, if you have your watering can, it doesn't do any damage, but you can actually upgrade your watering can and you can make it do damage. If you have Earth Whisper attack, it'll actually, yeah, I think it's like a 300% boost. Your watering can will do significant damage. So you can keep upgrading your watering can, and you can refill watering can by moving one watering can into another. So you keep the one that you've upgraded, you go to your menu, you select a new watering can, and you go move, and you put it over on your other one, and then you can reload your upgraded watering can that way. So there we go. Anyway, those are some secrets. You can take that to the bank. Let's just quickly run through a mission. I've got a bunch of ducks here, but only one will join for the mission. Ginoze, good to see you. Let's see. Envy, I can use a blue code inside a game that generated, and it does generate a code. Is that intended? It does generate a code, but it's not going to unlock anything. You can try it and see what happens. The game will recognize that you've put the game inside of itself, and it'll recognize it. And again, you can pause and unpause. That forces Unity to clear memory, and it will actually run better. Ooh, ow! Yay, my duck! I do want some experience points, so I'm gonna get my duck to help me kill this guy. Oh no! See, the duck hit him, but when they're enraged like that, they can't be flinched or stopped in any way. That's the reversal attack. They're, you know, noticeably stronger. So again, you hold down on the D-pad. Oh, not on the D-pad, the analog stick. I'm gonna take that token though. Ah! You hold down, you press B twice, and then you attack. Ow! Owie! I got grabbed out of my reversal. Come on, duck, get him! Yeah! So the duck can actually also trigger enemy special attack prompt. So that's pretty nice as well. So the duck is awesome. So please look forward to duck season. And when duck season is out, you'll be able to get the duck yourself. Uh-oh, he's enraged. Where's my duck? There he is. Get him, duck. Get him. Now I'm not playing properly, so I'm just taking heaps of damage, but I'm just farming for experience and tokens right now. I'm gonna run towards the end, and I think I'll get the medallions, because then I will get better rewards. So I'm trying to think of where I don't remember where I put all the medallions. I made 100 stages for this game, so I hope you don't mind if I don't remember where I put the medallions. I shouldn't be flexing with this guy when he's enraged. I'm just gonna take heaps of damage. See? Yeah, I'm not really playing properly. Okay, I don't want to die though, so I'm just gonna run for the exit at this point. Collect my experience points. So hopefully I don't get hit or grabbed a couple times. But again, Karn has a pretty good grappling stat. So if grappling is kind of tough for you, play as Karn, because he has a very good grappling stat. He has the ability to escape grapples faster, and he takes less damage during grappling. So he's a great character if you have a tough time with grappling. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, Genoze, okay, I'm going to do your key code now. Let me just get my experience points here. Thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Genoze, this is for you. And if you are new to the stream, we're distributing new exclusive content today, so go ahead and enter your key code, or your link code for 3 down stars, and you will get a new playable character. Alright. And this is exclusive to Code Linker. He's not obtainable in-game otherwise. I got 80 experience points, which is pretty nice, and I'm going to hopefully I get a good weapon here. Alright, I'll link to the exit. YJNJC. Great, okay. This code is for Genoze. HMHPT. Alright, Genoze, there's your Karn. Come on, give me a good weapon. Give me a good weapon. I need it. Give me an SMG. I don't think I have any. I'll take the skill link. Okay, yeah, actually, that's good. That's a good shape. I actually did need that one, so I'm not even going to complain. I wanted a weapon. Not even going to complain. If you get a better star ranking on the missions, you will get multiple boxes. See, the shape that I just got, I need for this one. So I'm pretty happy. That means I'll be able to access all of these skills. That's nice. That's nice for me. I see some lavender over there, so always check that spot because you can sell the lavender for money. Also, lavender smells quite nice, so, you know, who am I to complain? I'll take that. They do spawn randomly around here as well, so they won't always be there for you. Okay, nice. Okay. I'm going to see if I can upgrade anything now. Let's see. For me personally, I'm going to use Karn as a melee build. He's weaker when it comes to firearms than the other characters. I'm going to boost, let's see, what I got. Yeah, I can boost that. Nice. Okay, I got a +10 on my melee power. I'm just going to check my damage output now. So I know that on my hammer I was getting 17 on my hammer yesterday. Okay, I got 18 now. Let's see. Okay, and 21, so I was getting 20. So my damage is increased by 1. So what I will do now is enhance. I'm probably going to enhance the hatchet. It's a little stronger. The power is 14. You can increase the firing rate so you can use it faster. I'm going to boost that up. Oh, it's only 30. Yeah, I'll enhance that. Nice. I'm going up. I'm going up in the world, man. And I'll enhance the hammer just 1, just so we see the difference. Okay, so I've enhanced that once. Okay, now, so we were getting 18 on the hammer. Let's go ahead and check it. Great, now I'm doing 26, and now I'm doing 44. So if you're having a tough time with frontier fighters, then absolutely level up your weapons as soon as you can. Just do what I did. You don't even have to kill all the enemies. Just kill a couple. Try and get tokens. Again, pick up the lavender and any flowers that show up. Pick them up, sell them, and then enhance your weapons. And once your weapons are dealing more damage, you'll be able to get through missions no problem. So enhancing is a big part of it. I think a lot of people tell me they struggle getting started, but they don't realize that there's an entire enhancement system for the weapons. Once you enhance your weapons, it's no problem. It's a walk in the park, really. And on my air conditioner. Okay, excellent. Oh, Spiral Light, let me do your link code here. Hopefully I don't get killed while I'm doing your link code. Oh, I didn't recruit a duck. Ah, EFGMM. No, don't kill me. YIMKJ. I did that very quickly. Oh no. Okay, Spiral Light, tell me if that worked. I was rushing through it. Oh no. Okay, here we go. I actually need to go back to my board and, ouch. See, I don't have my duck. It's going to be much tougher now. Oh, no. Yeah, you need to play defensively when he's done steaming. I'll hit him again. Once their enemies are limping like that, then they're almost dead. So, you can play accordingly. Alright. Everything's so much easier when you've got the duck. Those quacker slackers hanging back. Quacker slackers. I've not heard that one yet. Wolf was sodomizing poor Karn. I forget with Code Linker on 3DS, where do I put the key I will get? Spiral Light. You go to the extras menu, Code Linker, and you use key code. 3 Down Stars is older than the other games, so the Code Linker interface is a little older and outdated. Hockey. Hey, I haven't started playing this one yet, but I'm super excited for when I get to it. I'll get my 3DS around for the code. Excellent, yeah. Just send the Code Linker code when you're ready. Envy, just hope that Duck Season runs well on Twilight menu, because I only have a 3DS and not a DS. It'll run perfectly fine. The 3DS, I've not used Twilight menu, but I do know that it runs games 100% faithfully to the DS, so you have nothing to worry about. So you'll have 100% accurate experience. Oh, come on, the first thing he did was grab me. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, cool. I did a couple of attacks and he's down. So, I don't know if I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll risk it. I'm gonna get the medallions because I'm like that. I'll get 2 stars at least. Okay. Oop. Uh-oh. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Ow. Okay, leave me alone. I don't know if I'll survive picking up the other medallion. Actually, there's no point. You don't get anything different for 2 stars. What I need is what I need is a real loadout and some health items, and then I would actually be able to finish the mission. So Unity is very obnoxious because when you're in combat like that, it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to bring the camera out. And then for some reason, sometimes Unity just doesn't care that you're in combat and it keeps the camera zoomed in. So that's very irritating. But it works much more reliably on Episode Prelude. Unity on the Switch works way better than on the 3DS. So alright everyone, if you are new to the stream, feel free to enter your link code in the comment section below, and then I'll get you your new playable character. We're distributing Karn Delance for 3 Down Stars today. Alright. Who do we have? Puchata, hey, welcome. Good to see you here. Let me get you your code here. Okay. And I'll check my documents. I'll see where Karn's outfit is. I'll just check. Okay, Puchata. There we go. And oh, I don't have access to Epilogue 1 on the save file. I haven't beat the game with it. Because it's just on an emulator. I'm not going to play it on an emulator, really. Okay. E-L-O-A-Y. Generate. Okay. B-P-I-G-V. Okay. Puchata, there you go. And if I've missed anyone, please let me know. It worked. Awesome. Stephen Deck, man, can you imagine the CEO of EA doing a stream, chatting casually with gamers and giving away free exclusive content? No, you can't, because EA sucks. They're kind of... I like to steer clear of any negativity, especially in my role as a public person. So I'll steer clear of that. The same way that I steer clear of EA games. Ooh, dunk. That was a sick dunk right there. And remember, if you need ammunition in the latest version, ammunition is now cheaper, so you can buy ammunition more readily. But honestly, I would focus on enhancing your equipment. Get that power up, get the fire rate up. Piercing is important as well. So what piercing does is every enemy has a certain armor level, and then they have stun tolerance. You can damage their stun tolerance if your piercing level is high enough. If your piercing level is not high enough, you'll never be able to stun that enemy. So that's why certain weapons have different balance to them. Some have pretty good piercing, some have good ability to stun the enemies. So it's not about damage. There's way more in the combat system. Excuse me. There's way more than just damage output. Okay, and the ducks only show up. I think there's a 50% chance the ducks show up. It's like a duck in real life. Like, you know, you're not. They're there when they feel like it. You know what I mean? Spiral Light, hey, you've got your second code. Let me go ahead and get that for you. Envy, you found a flickering problem in one game with Twilight menu, specifically Transformers Deceptions. That's very interesting. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing that. I didn't even know it could mess that up. That's interesting. All right. Okay, Isai, 2005. Isai, okay. TWTFS. TWTFS. Alright, this is Isai. Can long play. Nice. Okay, what have we got here? And then Spiral, you had your second one. Let me do your second code linker for you, Spiral Light. What do you got, Spiral? Okay, I'm looking up through the iHockey. Did I do yours yet? Hold on, let me get iHockey's out of the way here. iHockey. Oops. iHockey. EDNCB. Okay, this is BGHIS. Alright, and then I'm trying to find, where did Spiral Lights go? Spiral Light. There we go, I found it. So when you're sitting down, you get different boosts. Different spots where you sit will give you different boosts. So try different seating options. Sit in different places and you will get different boosts. And again, they'll stack. So you can run into the mission and you'll have that boost for a few minutes. ZY. That's Z-lit for Spiral. You have 2 SD cards for some reason. Yeah, it's good to have a backup because your SD card can just magically die. Yeah, I wonder if you put that game on put that Transformer game on like an R4, if it would also have that issue. Okay. Awesome. Thanks. Okay. Cool. All right, everyone. Cool. So, yeah, I'd like to show you his outfit, but I don't have access to it in this save file. You guys can find it. You can get it. You'll find it. You'll find it. I'm working on that outfit, the alt outfit guide where you can find everything. All right. So, what I'll be working on next is we're also going to distribute Karn for White Inside its Umbra and Gaiden 3Ds as well. So we will work on that. So what I'm going to work on next is some 3D modeling. Okay, cool. So we'll exit out of our emulator now. Okay. And let me go ahead and just open up a window here. So with Galaxy Bound Curse DX, which is the full remake for the Nintendo Switch, I get to implement anything that was cut content from the original Galaxy Bound Curse. I get to implement that back in. And I get to do 100% absolutely anything I want. Because it's for the Switch, there's no technological limitation that will stop me from doing anything. So right now, I'm feeling pretty great because I can do whatever I want on the Switch, and I'm happy with that. So, what I'll be working on is translating the visual aesthetic of the sprite work to 3D space. Let me add another window to this bad boy. Window capture. Okay, there we go. And I'll OBS this guy. Let me move this back here. on top of Maya there. So you can kind of see what we got going on there. Oops, okay, hold on. We wanna lock that down, don't we? Let's go ahead and fit to the screen again, and we'll lock that down and paint. Alright, so you can see our sprite work there. We'll lock that down. So basically, what I want to do is I'm hoping the idea of the visual style of the sprites, I'm hoping that I can translate that across to to a 3D model here. So I've got my Z and my X, and I'll do save as. Okay, so that's nothing confidential is being shown. Very good. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I'm paying better attention this time, and I'm not showing off anything secret. I'm not leaking any details or confidentiality. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually create a template humanoid character, and the template humanoid character will be the starting point for almost every single you would call them well, every character graphic in the game. So sometimes people would use the term actor, but I don't use that the same way as everyone else, because it actually means something else entirely. I use the term auditionee. An actor is logic that already exists in the game. And with Silver Falls, with the games, I use a system called an auditionee system. So the actors always exist, the logic is always there, but you need someone to audition to take the role of being an actor, if you catch my drift. So you're not really an actor until you've auditioned for the role, you gain the role, and now you're the actor for that. Before you're an actor, you are an auditionee, and you're auditioning for the role. So Silver Falls, almost all the games use the auditionee system. So the auditionee have all the logic needed to have visuals. So your physics on your clothes, your hair, your ability to move your legs on slopes and adjust your feet, your ability to animate, that's logic that's stored in the auditionee. The actor has logic that lets the character navigate the world, like move around and interact with objects. There's no reason why auditionees should have that logic themselves. That logic remains with the actor. So I have those compartmentalized for logical reasons. And it makes it a much more streamlined process. So all of the new Silver Falls games use this special system. So I'm creating graphics for the auditionee. Jiggy Wiggy, good to see you. Are you making a new game? I'm working on Switch games now, so there's no more time to get any more games on the 3DS and Wii U. The game that I'm working on now is for Switch. So I'm just going to start out with my head and torso, and I'm just going to start with some balls. As my great-grandpappy used to say many years ago, always start with the balls. So I'm just going to start out with this guy here, and that's a pretty good poly count. So here are my considerations. I have to have many characters on screen, so I need to consider the poly count, and characters are going to be made up basically of a bunch of these different balls. People are made up of balls. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in and out, and I'm just going to see if I can see any jaggedness or edges to it. And I know from the distance, these characters are pretty much going to be pretty far from the camera. And I know with Galaxy Bound Curse DX, I'm never going to be that close to the camera. So I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking that perhaps it might be too high poly count. So I'm considering dialing that down a bit, because every character is going to have a bunch of these balls. So go ahead and open that again. See the access divisions. I have access divisions at right now. You can't see the window. Okay, it's 18 by 18 access divisions by 18 height divisions. I think I'll dial that down to 14, and you can see it is a bit more jagged now. But if you click out of it, it looks all right. So I'm thinking, here's my logic here. If at some point I wanted to zoom in and show these characters off closer, it's not going to look good if they're jagged. And from my personal experience, I know that the Switch is actually very good at polygon crunching. That's something that the Switch doesn't have problems with. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to leave those axis divisions at 18. So even if we zoom in a bit, I think it'll look all right. Okay, we have Galaxy Bound Curse music. So this is the actual soundtrack from Galaxy Bound Curse recorded. So I'll just let that play a little bit. Spiral Light, everything worked. Excellent. My coffee. Let's all enjoy a sip of coffee while we organize our balls. So I'll go to my attribute editor. I'll just call this head. So here's what I had in mind for the art style. I'm going to make another ball, and this will be my torso. So I'm considering the torso should have more axis divisions than the head, because the body is bigger and generally you need to have more expression in terms of the shape. So I'm actually going to increase the axis division count for the height. So the axis division for height is 18 right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring that to 22. And that will give me probably too much. I think that's too much detail for these cute little sprites. So I'll just go to 20 here. Okay, so we're going to move that up a bit. And I'm just considering that's going to be the head. And this is going to be the torso. And here's what I'm considering, right? I don't want vertex animation. This is a practical reason now. So there are a significant number of characters in Galaxy Bound Curse, and I don't want to spend too much time creating each individual sprite, having to redo parts of the models over and over again, because I know that the camera is going to remain so far away that it's basically a waste of my time. So instead of doing vertex animation where things can bend smoothly, what I'm going to do is use template pieces, and then I can modify the template pieces as needed. So I'm actually going to have the top of the torso, and then I'm going to have the hips, and they're going to be separated. So these are going to be they're going to be a little bit like PlayStation 1 graphics. And they'll have a more of a retro look to it, because you'll be able to see the segmented different parts of the body. And because we are so far away, it's not going to be hugely visible in a negative way. That Beastie last night was great. Oh yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Got a remake of the GBC game Galaxy Bound Curse. That's right. Steven Deck, he's also moving Vicarious Brothers and Gaiden U over to Switch. They're low priority at the moment because I had other projects already planned for the Switch, and those projects are going to be, I think, right now they're going to be more rewarding and more fulfilling for people. Mimi Manny, welcome. Right now I'm working on Galaxy Bound Curse, so this is going to be a full 3D remake of our Game Boy Color game. So before I get too farther, just for my eyeballs, it's always good, you gotta think about what your eyeballs feel like. So I'm just gonna grab some of these. I think I'll grab these. I want my tool settings. So I go to soft selection, and I turn on soft selection, and you see how that's changed the color of my selection area. If I turn that off, you can see it's changed again. So you can see I can now soft select and soft modify that. So I want to reduce the soft selection influence. Okay, let's see if that looks any better. That's probably too rough. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I'd say that's all right. That's all right. So you can see now it is actually starting to make more sense. So as I'm doing this so I can determine my proportions. So I want them to be very close to the original aesthetic, but also I need to understand the difference between sprite work and 3D modeling. They are not the same thing. The way that you express movement in animation is very different. And in many ways, 3D is more restrictive than 2D, and in other ways, 2D is more restrictive than 3D. So I need to understand that the exact proportions for these characters will not animate well in 3D modeling. You generally need to have what looks best in 3D is a separation between your various body parts. It's also a bit why, for example, just think of why Mickey Mouse wears bright white gloves over his black body, is that the hands can stand out. You need to make sure that these parts can stand out. I know these characters are going to be pretty far from the camera, so that's taken into consideration here. All right, so now I'm going to consider the torso shape. So I'm clicking on this, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just select this here. Okay, so I'm looking at that, and Z is towards the camera. So this is my character here. So I'm going to make it a bit like that. And my approach for the character designs was you got to make them a little dumpy to make them adorable. And that's something I really leaned into with this music is really high-pitched. Maybe I'll take that track off, huh? It doesn't sound right on the computer. Having that sort of squat dumpiness is something that I really leaned into with Ghoul Busters. And I personally really enjoy the visual style of that. So I'm looking forward to going back and doing more sprite work for the update for Ghoul Busters when I add more playable characters. So I want to have this cute dumpiness, but also like a squat braveness, so their chest will be out a little bit. There's two options. There's sort of have them hunched over, leaning forward, and then have a big belly gut sticking out front. And I'm kind of thinking maybe that will look really adorable, considering many of these characters are kind of middle-aged. Other characters might benefit from this strong chest sticking out. So that's how I can make a couple different body types, and then have characters use those body types. Because this is the template, I'm going to leave it pretty standard, but I'm thinking maybe like that. But I do want this cute sort of belly gut sticking out the front here. And then just overall, we're just going to make it more of an ellipsoid than a sphere. And that helps it look more like a person. So you see now we do actually have a shape for the torso, and visibly it kind of makes sense to me now. Okay, great. Luna Knight's questions: are these monsters mutations created by the aliens? Who knows? That's for you to decide whether or not they did. Gino say many of them are simply the aliens, or at least they're invading weapons, I gather. Some are mutations of terrestrial life, though. That's a pretty cool interpretation. What is the name of the game? There's heaps of Silver Falls games. There's 3 Down Stars, Undertakers, Episode Prelude, Ghoul Busters. I'm just rattling out names now. Go onto your 3DS eShop, type in Silver Falls, and you'll see what games are available. The one I'm modeling for, yeah, is Galaxy Bunkers. Young Her, welcome. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. Hi, I'm new here, and you might have missed my messages, but I stumbled across Five Nights at Umbra while buying my last Wii U eShop games, and I'm incredibly impressed by it. Well, that's fantastic. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. I'll try to get back to the DMs as well. And again, if I missed your DM, please send another one, because Twitter's burying DMs. I'm getting hundreds of DMs all day long at the moment. So I'm trying to process as many download tickets as I can. So Young Her, please send another DM, and I'll get to it after the stream. iHockey, the code link worked. Excellent. And if you are new to the stream, I'm distributing a new playable character exclusively through code link, or you can't get him in-game otherwise. So if you have 3 down stars, please enter your link code, and I will give you a key code so you can have Karn Delance and 3 down stars. Chris Buck, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Let me get you your code link here. Okay. All right. And just let me know in the chat, does everyone here, everyone in the chat knows that Soldier is a playable character in Frontier Hunters and 3 down stars, right? He's a 100% full playable character. You finish all of the easy mode missions in Frontier Hunters, and you unlock Soldier, the German Shepherd, and he can use all of the same weapons as all of the other characters. Polymathico, good to see you. Today's Code Linker content giveaway is Karn Delance for 3 down stars. Okay, so this one is for Chris Buck. This is NQOEX. Alright, and my list here is like that. Okay, this is for Chris. Excellent. iHockey just purchased Ghoul Busters on the Switch. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks so much for that. And I do have Frontier Busters coming for Ghoul Busters soon. I'm very excited about that mode. I wanted that mode to begin with, but because, excuse me, development time was so short, I couldn't get it finished in time. So now I'm going to have the torso, and it doesn't need as many height divisions as, say, like the torso. So my torso has 20 height divisions. I think for height divisions for my waist, so now I'm doing the waist. I think I'm going to do maybe 12. Let's see. For my waist, I think that's probably going to be fine. So now we want to... Okay, attribute editor. I'll just call it hips, actually. I'll call it hips, whatever. Okay, it's kind of chunky there. Let's just go ahead and we'll go to where's my smooth? They move stuff around. I've used so many different versions of Maya, and now my brain, it's like, you ever see the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? That's what I feel like when I'm using Maya, because I've used so many versions at this point. It's like my brain can see all the different versions of Maya, and me personally, I can't actually focus on what version I'm using, so I don't know where anything is in any of the versions. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to smooth. Let's see, edit mesh. It should be under normals. Mesh display, soften edge. There we go. Ah, see, like how in Everything Everywhere All at Once, they had to train themselves. Okay, so what I need to imagine is that the torso, this is just the shirt, and then graphically there needs to be a separation, and the hips, this part is where the pants start. So now I just need to modify it so that it matches this shape here. So what I'm going to do is turn on that, and that helps me see what's going on here. There we go. I think I'll turn off the X-ray. In this situation, it's not really helping me. Alright, so I want to select my vertices, and we're just going to squish this guy like that, and we're going to stretch him out like that. Okay. Okay. Right, so I want a side view. I am going to turn on the X-ray at this point, actually, so I want to have my wireframe and my X-ray so I can just see what's up. See what's up. Alright, so I need to squash down the top because I need this quite flat. This is going to be where the hips, where the hips start. So I also now need to go to my soft selection. My soft selection is now too aggressive. It's at 4, which is a good spot right now. I'm going to dial that on down to 2. click back in, and I'm just going to squash that down there. And what I will do is now use the scale tool. And okay, that's not good. That's not good. And I'm just going to scale it down so it's nice and flat in there. You see what I mean? Okay. That's nice and flat. All right. Do not. You know what this looks like. Don't you dare clip this. Don't you dare flip this upside down and clip this. Don't put that on me. Right? I'm in the middle of making stuff. All right, don't you dare. All right. Don't you dare. I know what you're thinking, all right? I need to fix this, like, right now. I need to fix this now. Okay. All right. I might go on symmetrical settings. So I go to symmetry. I want my symmetry object X. So if I bring this in, right. So at this point, my soft selection is actually kind of ruining things for me. So I think I might just turn off soft selection. Chris, it worked. Excellent, thanks. Luna Knight Soldier's one of the best looking characters in 3 Down Stars. His soldier's his details is very good. Young Her, thanks for the welcome. I actually didn't DM you yet, but I'll definitely check out this community. I studied game dev art in college, and I'm very inspired by your creative output. I appreciate that. Thanks for that. Yeah, I'm just a passionate gamer. I love games. I love seeing what people are making. That's where I'm coming from. I just love all of this. I have no interest in NFTs, yacht monkeys. Sorry, I'm out of the loop. I think I'm kind of old when it comes to that because I find NFTs stupid. I think they're the dumbest thing we've ever thought of. So unfortunately, I don't know. If the AAA industry thinks that that's where we're going, then I would like to never be part of the AAA industry. I'm happy going with what I'm working on. Okay, so now we have our hips, right? So I want to get a bit more shapely now. So in my mind, I'm looking at my sprite work here. Let me zoom in. And I'm kind of thinking like they're kind of, let me look at the side here. Like, see, they are kind of dumpy. See, he's got a bit of a beer belly gut. And so that's something I want to focus on with these sprites. And these are like middle-aged dudes. Look, these guys they're getting drunk. They're hanging out. Their buddy just had his first kid. So they're partying at the bar. They've all got a little dumpy gut sticking out. I think that's what makes them adorable. So I want to make sure that shape is obvious in the 3D modeling here. And you're probably only gonna find a couple characters that don't have this gut sticking out. Yeah. Jerrel is making an AO rated game. I am not, and you know it. I'm gonna turn my soft selection back on. I think I'm gonna dial that back to 4. And what I want to do now is work on my cheeks a little bit. So you can see I don't have a butt. It looks like something else. Don't worry about it. We will bring that fall off radius to 3 because I'm causing too much influence on that. And I just want to get a nice, not nice, you know what I mean. I need to get a more definite shape to the character's butt. Okay. And now the front needs to be more flat as well. So we'll select that. Okay, so my fall off radius needs to be dialed down a bit. And I think I'll select at this point here. I just need to flatten the front. Okay, and then I'm looking at the hips here. These are sticking out too far. And again, I'm using symmetry so that any change I make to one side will apply to the other side. Now, the reason why I've got it like this is that the torso's point of origin, I'm actually going to move that now. Insert. It doesn't matter because it's going to be all set up in the game engine anyway. But just for my reference point, I would like them to have a pretty similar origin point. So if the hips move, I need to make sure that they make sense. Like, that doesn't super make sense. So they shouldn't ever be able to move like that in relation to the torso. So I'm looking at this, and that isn't right. So the origin point needs to be somewhere else. So I'm going to move it up a bit and just see what happens. That's a bit better, you see. And I know for a fact that the camera is going to be like out here. So that's why I'm able to get away with this graphical style. And so if I were to do that, this is going to be totally acceptable because you won't see any distortions or seams. Okay, cool. We're going pretty good actually. And you know what? I know it's a template, but it's just I can't help it. I just want that dumpy gut sticking out. I think it's just adorable. So we're going to flip that to 3. All right. Might select those points. No, see, that's wrong. That's wrong. I'm going to dial that down to 2.5. That's adorable. Oh my god, that's adorable. I'm going to grab those points and just... There we go. That's adorable. That is adorable. So now that's pretty close to the aesthetic of the sprite work. So I want to bring the edges in, probably just, I'm thinking here might be, no, that's not right. Yeah, that seems right. So I'll go ahead and undo that. I want to grab this point and probably this point, and I'll bring that in just a bit. And I want the sides sticking out just a little bit. There we go. So as I click out of it, probably the closest the camera may zoom in at some point a little bit, you know, because you can, because you do have more freedom with 3D camera. Stephen, perishing entombed in Neverland's infernal sin. Lust for the Switch Lite. Oh, swing lust for the Switch Lite. The soft selection, that's right. Hey, Polymathical, alright, let me get your code link in there. And secondhand gameplay, welcome, thanks for hanging out. I'll get your code link now. Okay, so first, Polymathical is SGJBC. Okay, this is Polymathical's unlock code. We got AJPHT. Oh, sorry, that wasn't caps. And secondhand, your link code is ANIOK. So your key code is XROMB. And then please let me know if that doesn't work. Okay, Steven, we'll see you later. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming in 2 hours because I have a lot of video content to produce. So we may not even be going for that long. All right, let's get some legs in here. So we have the basic shape for our human template now, and I haven't worked on the head yet. I'll work on the facial shape later. Okay, he kind of looks like Jack from the Jack in the Box ads. I'll work on the face shape now just a little bit, just to work on it. Okay, so you generally want it pretty flat where the eyeballs are. I'm 2.5 on the soft selection. I'll just go ahead. Okay, so I think I want to crank that up to 4 again, since we want a very soft shape. The more soft and round something is, it feels better for your organics. So I think maybe I won't grab those bottom points. I think I'll grab these points here. Okay. I want to bring that front in. I want to make it a bit more flat on the front there. And that way it stops looking like Jack from Jack in the Box. Okay. And you do need a bit of a jawline as well. So now let's go ahead and define our jawline as well. So we need to make sure we have a chin. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we have that. We're going to go to our sideways view. Okay, so let's go ahead and define our chin line. Now we're going to grab all of that, but here's the thing. We're not going to have a neck on the character, so we need to make sure that we have a pivot point that doesn't make our head detach from the body. So I need to consider that for the design as well. So let's just go ahead and bring that up. I'm going to reduce the fall off radius, and I want to consider this potentially for the neck point. So I'll do that. I think for the soft selection, I'm going to dial that down to 1, and I'm going to bring that in like that, like so. There we go. And I'm thinking that's going to be the pivot point. Okay, so that means that this point here needs to be a defined jawline, so it needs to be brought out a bit. So let's go ahead and turn off our symmetry for now. Let's turn that off. Okay, and then we'll crank up that fall off radius again. Okay, this is getting kind of adorable. Okay, we got our front view here. Okay, something's gone wrong. I'm gonna step back. Let's reselect it. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and reduce that fall off radius again. I'm trying to make a jawline here. Okay, I'm going to turn off the soft selection for a bit. Okay. Soft selection back on. Turn off that soft selection. Trying to make a defined jawline here. Okay, and that will be the neck, so no matter what, that should never be disconnected from the body. Okay. Alright, that's looking kind of adorable. So we do need to flatten it a bit. So just flatten it a bit, and now it looks more like a human-like head. Okay, that's looking kind of adorable. So we'll refine that a bit more, but what we will do for now is we'll just go to object mode. We're going to bring it, oops, I'm going to bring it back, so see it's more lined up with the torso. We're going to lower it, and that's really what I want the head to look like when attached to the body. And we will just move the pivot point. I'll hit the insert key. We're going to bring that down, and we'll look at that through the side here. And we just want to make sure that's basically the center there. So now we'll just run a quick test. Just save it. That's the back of it. Oh no, that's the front. So they have a cute little like mouth, snout and bump. Okay, so if I rotate it, okay, so the character's head moving. Okay, so visually it makes sense. If the character looks up, cool. His neck stays attached to the body in a logical way. The character looks down. Okay, yeah, that looks logical. Cool, I'm pretty happy with that. So we're getting somewhere. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and just slap some legs. So I'm looking at the proportions, and I would like the head to be bigger still. So I'm looking at it, and I'm kind of thinking maybe like, because the camera zoomed out, and it's good to have your facial expressions visible to some degree. So I'm going to leave it here for now until I get my legs and arms on there. But I'm kind of thinking that's where I want the proportions to be, basically. Okay, cool. Now let's get some legs on this bad boy. Sinistar, hey, welcome. We're hanging out, we're working on some character modeling, we'll be playing some games in a bit, and we're distributing new code linker content. Polymathical, it didn't work. I must have done a typo. Let me try it again. And I'm just checking, Polymathical, you have the version 1.69 for North America, correct? Because this doesn't work in the European version. SGJBC generate. Polymathical, I put the wrong letter in there. I got a typo, so that's my fault. BJBHT. I got one letter wrong. Oops. Let me get that for you. BJPHT. Okay, and then Super Smash, welcome, good to see you. Let me get your code in there. So if you're new to the stream, we're distributing new code linker content today. XINGW. XINGW. Okay. This is for Super. We have GLHMT. Okay, there we are. And please let me know if that works. Okay. So let's get some legs. So again, like old PlayStation games, I'm using template pieces because I have heaps of characters in this game. So I want to be able to build them dynamically in game. So I'm making a bunch of template parts and I can mix and match the legs and the arms. So I'm making the top part of the leg and then the bottom part of the leg. So 18 I think is overkill in terms of complexity for the poly count. I'm going to dial that down to 12 and 10 for height divisions. Okay, so it's a little, that's looking a little boxy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll try 14. That's turn off the wireframe there. I think it's fine because the legs and arms are going to be kind of skinny, so we'll leave it there. Height divisions. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'm looking at it. That looks fine. Okay. So, what we're going to do, actually, like, you could use cylinders, actually. Can you get rounded caps? Yeah, you can get rounded caps. Let's try this with cylinders, right? So we'll do the same settings on the cylinder. What did I have? 14. Height divisions, we had 10. Cap division, let's do 2 for the cap divisions. Rounded caps. Height. Let's do height and radius is 0.2. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, that was... Okay, let's try that again. On the radius, we'll go 1. On the height, we'll go 4. Okay, so I'm looking at it. I'm thinking that's... Okay, now we can make some adjustments. So let's just delete that. We'll delete that. So I'm thinking access division doesn't need to be that high. We'll go to 6. Cap divisions will go 4. Okay, that's looking better. I messed up. Hold on. That should still be 14. Was the height divisions we need to reduce. I'll put that to 6. Okay, so that's, and again, I want nice smooth transitions. I know that those joints are going to look all right. I need them to blend into each other. So I want the top of the leg, the bottom of the leg, and the foot as well. So I'll go ahead and just redo that. We'll make the radius 1.5 and see how it looks. And access divisions, I still think that might be too many. Let's go to 12 because it's so thin. I think 12 is better. So what we want to do is mesh display, and we will soften the edge, and that looks much better. So I'm going to look at my poly count. And again, it's not just the lighting and the shading that affects your poly count. It's going side to side, and you see that sort of jitter of the polygons. So I think this is fine, considering that it's going to be quite far away from the camera. Polymathical, it worked. Excellent, thanks. Okay, so we'll start out on the right here, and this will be the top of the leg. And in general, I'm going to call this the femur. Okay, and then we'll just quickly wrap this up, and then we'll move on to playing some games and just hanging out. It's a little, I think it must be a bit boring because this is stuff I have to concentrate on a fair bit, and that's probably kind of boring. It's better if we can just sort of hang out and chat. So we're just going to jam that leg up in there. Jam it! Jam that leg up in there. Okay, stick it all up in there. So what I want to do, because I do want this quite stylized as well, so we're going to grab the top of the leg, and I want my soft selection on that. So we go to my tool settings, soft selection, and we're just going to reduce. Okay, so I need my soft selection to be more aggressive than that. Okay. And I'm looking at my proportions, I'm looking at my sprite work, and I want my 3D models to be pretty faithful to the sprites. So the legs are not supposed to be that long. They've got to be kind of short and dumpy, and that's part of the appeal of the look of these characters. So let's go ahead and bring that up a bit. Okay, so that's pretty. It's still a bit on the long side, but again, I'll fine tune and adjust it later. So let's go ahead and just create another of these bad boys using the same settings as before. We'll apply it. Let's see, and then we want to go to mesh display, and oh, you can't even see the windows that I'm opening. Oh, soften the edge there. Okay, and I like the translate. I'm just going to copy that translate across so that the X is lined up perfectly, and I'm just going to oh, you know what, I'm looking at it and it's like it's way too many axis divisions. That's fine. Look, because I know what platform I'm creating this for, this is going to be a Switch game, and the Switch is actually pretty good at crunching polygons. So the poly count I'm not super concerned with in this particular range. In this range, it's not a big deal. The Switch can handle this no problem. I want it to be very fluid when it's animating as well. And if you don't have a good poly count, it's going to be jittery and quite unpleasant. Okay, so I want the pants to be flared out at the bottom, and we do need it to look like it's an actual pant leg. So what I will do now is just flatten the bottom of this limb. It sounds like a threat, honestly. Okay, check. Okay, you got it. You got it. Polymathical, awesome. Yeah, I just got a typo in there. Okay, so I need my tool settings, and I want to reduce that. Okay. All right, we all flattened here. Let me go ahead and just scale this down like that. All right, so now what I want to do is select. I'm thinking about this because I'm considering the shape, the overall flared shape. I want to flare the bottom of the pants. So a lot of this is about visual expression, what you as an artist want to express with your shapes. And so that's a little bit, maybe that's okay. And again, I want to adjust it so it's not perfectly spherical as well. So I'll work on that later. So I'm going to bring those in a bit. So it's about mechanical cohesion and visual communication when it comes to this kind of thing as well. So there's a lot of challenges to it, but that's the fun part of it. You get a flare there, and I think that is kawaii desu. All right. Okay, I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking that's going to work, but it's still too tall now, right? So now we'll just work on our proportions a bit. Go to the side here, and we'll go select our vertices. Fall off of 2 is probably fine. Let's go ahead and bring that up a bit, and of course, now on this guy, this is just too much, so let's go ahead and select our vertices on this guy. Vertices. And I want to leave this rounded because that is the knee joint, and I need the knee joint to transition smoothly between the two models. I'm just going to increase my fall off radius again, and grab that and bring that up a bit. And I think this is probably going to be much closer to the sprite artwork. But again, I can't have it be 100% true to the sprite artwork because again, visual communication is very different, and visual expression is very different in 3D modeling, and the way they animate is going to be very different. So that doesn't really give me much space for my shoes yet. So what I need to do is probably make this a bit more dumpy. So let's go ahead and make that more dumpy. Let's go ahead and... all right, we're going to wrap up 3D modeling here, and we're going to move on to our... let's just game and hang out. And that way I don't have to focus so hard, and we can just chat and hang out. and I think just a little bit more down here. And I think this will be it. And I think that's probably going to be pretty good. All right. See, the camera is going to be way out here, so we just need to be able to communicate our shapes. And I think that's going to look all right. And I'm going to want to flatten out the hips. See, it's too rounded at the bottom now. So this is something that I'll have to spend a fair bit of time, but I want to sort of transition smoothly. So what I will want to do is turn on my symmetry settings now. Object X, increase my fall off radius so that it's nice and smooth. And, okay. Force too much here. And we want the bottom so it doesn't look like they're wearing a diaper. You know what I mean? When the lighting hits that, if it's not right, it's going to look like they're wearing a diaper. So, go like that. And again, we want to have a fun little dumpy round butt that sticks out a little. There we go. Probably bring that front portion in just a bit. So again, this is something that it's going to take hours upon hours of fine-tuning, but we'll get there. Don't worry, everyone. We will get there. So I'm going to just grab this and this. That's already looking a bit better in my eyeballs. And I know the camera is going to be pretty far, so it just needs to express movement and animation well. And let's just go ahead. We'll just mirror these things. Actually, let's go ahead. Okay, we're going to wrap up pretty soon on the modeling. Then we can hang out and game. And I'll just drop some shoes out there just for now. Just some quick old shoes. These are placeholders. Who cares? Just stick them in there. Stick them in there. Louis Felix Fontaine, welcome. Good to see you. If you have 3 down stars, go ahead and please post your link code in the comment section, and I can unlock a new playable character for you. Okay. Yeah, this is just a placeholder shoe. Again, don't take this foot thing too seriously. We're just going to jam this in there just so we have a placeholder. There, so you get an idea, and then we'll just save it, and we'll just go like this, right? We're just going to mirror it. Mirror. Object X. Apply. Okay, it really freaked out about those, about the shoes there. Didn't like that at all. There we go. Okay, there. Now we've got legs. I think the proportions are probably still too long. I think, okay, I'm just going to do a quick, ridiculous, dumb solution here. Oops, nope. Let's see. Selection, a component. No. This is, come on. Scale settings. Scale center manipulator. There we go. See something? I'm thinking something like that, right? And maybe if we just went like, yeah, this is just placeholder, you know. And I'm thinking maybe like that. Yep. That actually, yeah, the proportions on that, I'm much happier with that. And look, we'll just do one of these. This is so cheap here. I'm going to copy and paste it, and then we'll just go like this. Hey, look, he's got little arms now. That was cheap. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to scale it down, and we're going to go like that. This is speedrunning game development. If you really don't care, you can just do what I did if you don't care. And hey, you've got yourself a character model. And look, we'll do this. Whee! I'm speedrunning through it now. I'm not going to save this part, obviously. Look, yay, we did it. And then you kind of want to make that a bit more of an ellipsoid. There you go. And then let's just sort of, okay, we're going to go like this, right? Let's just go like that. We'll select these points. And then we'll go like that. So he kind of like has a, okay, that's disgusting. He has like hoof hands now. Let's just leave that before I make it worse. Let's just make it a little bigger, because if I'm looking at the sprite work, right? and the arms are pretty long compared to all other things. So in terms of expression, they are pretty long. But that allows the characters to do more movement with the weapons, which is what I had in mind, but I didn't really get to follow through that much on development. So, hey, there we are. Look, we got a character. Honestly, I would make the shoes bigger, you know, like that. There you go. And, you know, in all things considered, I would sort of grab them, and I would probably move it out to the side like that a little bit. And that, when you have the limbs farther apart from each other, it allows you to have more expression with the animation. So anyway, I'm actually, you know, I rushed through that last part just for fun. I'll just save as, you know, just, you know, test or whatever. So anyway, let's go ahead and play some games. We can hang out, we can chat more properly now. But you can see that's where we're coming from here. So, and that's something where I have these template pieces now, and Galaxy Bound Curse has a heap of characters. They're, you know, dozens. So that way I don't have to keep remodeling every single character individually. I can now use these individual pieces. I can modify each of the pieces as need be, and I can repaint them however need be, because there's so many characters. If I were to do like an HD Undertakers remake, this would be a nice option, because again, Undertakers has a heap of characters that are just wandering around as well. So, oh, Lunar Knights, you're heading home? Okay, have a safe drive. Okay, so yeah, hey, you guys want to have a look at the you want to have a look at the characters here? Let's have a look at some of the sprite stuff in Galaxy Bound Curse. Oops, didn't want that. So you can see how I did the sprite work in Galaxy Bound Curse. I made each individual head first, and I had a template sprite that I started with. That was just a blank body, and then I could fill in details with the pixel art. You can see how I sort of animated. I animated way more frames for the weapons, and then it turned out they occupied too much space in the Game Boy memory, so I had to remove the majority of the animations for weapons in Galaxy Bound Curse. And you can see I don't have a lot of space to work with when it comes to sprite work, and I wanted each character to feel distinct. So that was a challenge, because was it like 16 by 16 pixels to work with on Galaxy Bound Curse. It was tough trying to get expressive characters that looked distinct. Hey, here's I think this is Winnie here. That's Winnie. And then you have your kid characters. Let's see. Oh, look at these fun little cactuses. What fun cactuses. It was fun creating trees. Like I had I put a reference in here of Link's Awakening, and I wanted to make sure that I created trees that I wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally make them look like Link's Awakening trees. So that I put that there, and that was sort of my check to make sure whatever I make, I need to make sure that it looks like Silver Falls, and I need to make sure it doesn't accidentally borrow a look from other games. So that's why I had the Zelda stuff there. You can see how the Silver Falls trees look outside of context, and I painted them using Tiled, I think is the program I used to create the tile maps for all that. So yeah, and look, I had fun drawing these fun little details here. You know, you got your furnace, you got your bunk beds, you had your TV. I think you only see a computer monitor or a computer in one place, and I think that's in the Dollar Buck house. I think Tira is using a computer, I think. It's either that or it's Dodger's daughter is using the computer. You have your TV there, you got one facing toward... I'm not sure if I even used that sprite. I'm starting to think I never used that sprite. I think all of the TVs are actually facing away, like they're either that one or that one. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, I think I didn't even use that one. That sprite data exists, I just never used it. Chris, it must be great to have more to work with on Switch. I'm curious, why did you never go the Steam route with your games? So, I wanted to create games with a very specific vision, and I knew that in general, the people that were going to play Silver Falls and actually like Silver Falls were people that valued fun, interesting, quirky, unique gameplay that's not standard, because there's really no formula. Silver Falls doesn't follow trends, so it's never going to follow like, oh, this kind of game is popular right now, let's just keep making that kind of game. Silver Falls is not that kind of series. Silver Falls carves its own path, and it experiments with many different kinds of gameplay styles, but the absolute focus is bringing fun, a fun experience to people. So that is what I believe those values align most with Nintendo. Every single platform, whether we consciously think about it or understand it, every single platform has its own brand and identity. It has strengths and weaknesses, and we as gamers understand those, even subconsciously, even if we don't actively think about it. We understand the strengths and weaknesses. We know what our brands focus on, and we have expectations for certain platforms. And so I believe the values and the objectives of Silver Falls align best with Nintendo. I feel like people have different expectations when it comes to Steam, and I don't think that Silver Falls would be ideal for Steam, because people have very different expectations on Steam platform, and that's why I don't bring games to the PlayStation and Xbox, is I believe the expectations for those platforms doesn't really align with Silver Falls that well, and it would probably result in more negative feedback and reviews, as people would probably be expecting something else from the game series. But for Nintendo, I believe that's the platform that best aligns with our beliefs and what I believe in. Alright, keep the hooves. I kind of love the modeling stuff. Well, anyway, I hope you had fun with that. Let's go ahead and just hang out and play some games now. I want to play some Ruby River, and I want to work on my my cool cabin here. So let me go ahead and open this up here. We're going like that. All right, let's go. Let's close this. We're closing that. Done with our sprite sheet now. All right, and we'll open up Ruby River. Let me grab some Ruby River music too. Oh, you know what? What time of day? We'll make it sunset time. I think would be pretty nice to play. I figured out how to do that on the emulator now. Okay. It's a little weird, but it works. There we go. Crispy, can you save memory that way too? Yeah, absolutely, exactly. So these models are all stored in memory. There's a couple different versions of a fat, chubby torso, a buff, muscular torso, and that means like 10, 15 characters can actually share the same body parts. I can just change them on the fly to make them look a bit different and have different textures for them. So that does save memory. On an older platform like the 3DS, it would make a difference. On the Switch, it doesn't really matter, because the Switch it's much more powerful than we give it credit for. It's just that developers keep pushing it probably much farther than it was designed for. Silver Falls Fortnite skins when? I don't know. Crispy. Let's see. So I'll turn enemies on. I think it's fun if we play with the enemies on. And let me grab some Ruby River music. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that modeling stuff with Galaxy Bound Curse. So hey, we have a head start. Now we know what our characters are going to look like in Galaxy Bound Curse DX. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, enemies are going to attack. So I actually want to finish this as soon as I can. So I'll do the music in a minute. I'm going to go to standalone. I said I was going to go to standalone, and I keep going past it. Structure, furniture, standalone. Okay, I'm trying to corral this rabbit into my house. So here we go. There's a nice sunset going on there. Ah, there's a tree. I can't see, man. So I need to make sure the rabbit doesn't get pinched here. And again, I'm using the D-pad to control the angle of the fence line, or the object that I'm creating. I'm using the D-pad. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking, I'm looking at the, I'm looking at it. It's going to be tough getting that rabbit through here, honestly. Okay. So I want the rabbit to run through like that. Okay, here we go. So I caught a wild rabbit, and I'm trying to corral him into my house. Oh, I gotta watch out for this tree. There's an item. I'll take it. And there's the fence line right there. I need to get the rabbit to that fence line. So what I will do, I'm just gonna end cap it here. I'll end cap it. Oop. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right. All right. Oh, wow, that's really tight. I shouldn't have made it so tight. No, I can walk through. Okay, the rabbit should get through no fine. Okay. All right. We're going to try and get this. Let's see how close we can get the rabbit to the house today. Maybe we can get that rabbit in the house today. I don't want to hit the rabbit. I want to be really careful not to kill him. So I'm just going to, like, inch my way closer. Don't hit the wabbit. Here we go. Okay, come on, wabbit. Come on! Yes! Come on! Alright, he's going, guys, he's going. I'll stand here so he doesn't go this way. And I'm using chairs. So I'm gonna go to furniture, and I'm gonna prepare a chair. So that he can't... Oh no, this area is kind of wide, so I'll need to build 2 chairs. Come on, little fella, come on, go. Yay! Be free! And by be free, I mean live permanently in my enclosure in my house. Okay, great. I don't want him going backwards. So let's go ahead and just drop some chairs. This is how cowboys do it in the Wild West. I'm 98% sure this is how they did it in the Wild West. Wow, guys, we are so close right now. High five, well done everyone, we did it. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Look how close we are. We've been playing this for like a couple of weeks now, ever since it launched. I think the week after it launched is when I caught this rabbit. So, it was like a couple days after the game launched, we had our launch party. We may have actually even caught the rabbit on our launch party. So, yeah, we did it. Nice. I'm going to recover those parts now. That's a heap of material. I'm taking it all back. Because I have a goat as well. There's a second goat that I caught, and I want to corral him over to the house as well. So let's go ahead and get all my parts back, and then hopefully we don't get attacked by an enemy on the way. That'd be annoying. Actually, so to fight the enemies, a good way to fight them is to use traps. So I will go ahead... Oops. 7 is your spike trap. I'm going to prepare that, so when enemies show up, I'll just use the traps to fight them, because I don't have any... I only have this weapon, and it's about to break. Okay, and again we're playing... Hey, oops! Let me fix my logo here. Like that, like that. We're playing Ruby River, okay? And for anyone new to the stream, we're distributing a new exclusive playable character for 3 down stars. So that character is Karn Delance for 3 down stars, but it's only available in North America. So if you are new to the stream, welcome, thanks for hanging out, and feel free to post your link code, and you can get a new exclusive character that's not you can't obtain them in-game any other way. Oh, let me catch up with the chat. PUBG. Jimculus, I had to go out and get a bigger micro SD card for my 3DS. We'll be installing the Silver Falls games later. Hey, thanks for that. I appreciate that. And if you've missed out on the code link, you're like, today, this is the 3 down stars exclusive character. Feel free to DM. So if you can DM on Discord or Twitter, just let me know. Jim, did you DM? You DM'd me on Twitter, didn't you? I think. So yeah, and if you needed more stuff from me, just DM again, because my inbox is flooded. I've got hundreds of DMs every single day, and I'm processing hundreds of requests for download tickets right now. So if I haven't replied, then just DM again, please. Hopefully Nintendo fulfills my data transfer request before the eShop deadline. I don't have my original Wii U and I just got a new one. Ooh, that's hair-raising. Just keep messaging them and keep asking. Scorpio TNT, good to see you. If you have 3 down stars, Scorpio, please post your link code so I can get you that new playable character. Okay. Okay, I think I've recovered enough materials. Here's what I'm worried about, right? I'm worried there's a monster on the other side of my house that's tearing stuff up. So I'm actually going to run over to the lake now to where I can harvest more materials. So I'm just going to put on my speed armor. So you can see I'm moving much faster now with the speed armor. See, you wouldn't really be worried if you could play with audio and you could hear what's going on. Then you would hear where the enemies are. But this isn't an emulator, and the sound is choppy and ugly, so I turn the sound off. So if there's enemies, I can't hear them. So I'm worried there's enemies, because one time on stream we had an enemy break a fence and my goat escaped and I was not happy. So, okay, I checked the perimeter, there's no enemies. I'm gonna run for my my lake. There's a lake in the far east corner, so I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna try and build some stuff and harvest materials. So here we go. And yeah, I would recommend, again, put your wilderness pants on if you want to pick up items, because you get that +2. Alright, I got some bitter berries, and let's see what this is. More bitter. I'm gonna do a cloth run, actually. Got some mushrooms, those are good. So I'm gonna put on my speed armor, and I know there's a spot where cloth tends to show up as well. Oh, Zevin, cool. Let me do your link code now. I'm gonna check the water for some fish. What do we got here? I think I see something at the other end. Very nice. Okay, I'm doing Zevin's. This is a fish. This is a fish, I can tell. Alright, so I'm going to put on my wilderness pants, which is what you should do when you're fishing. Put your fishing pole on. Oh yeah, I got him. Nice. Okay, and I'm looking for cloth now. So, let's see. I'll put on my speed armor just to move faster, and then when I find a pickup, I'll switch to the, Oh, this might be cloth here. Put on my wilderness pants. Rope? That's fine, I'll take it. More rope, that's alright. Close that. And again, if you weren't familiar, if you close the item menu, your frame rate will be better. What is this? What is this? Cloth, nice, I'll take it. Okay, I'm just going to pause the emulator now, so I can do these link codes. Okay, so Zevin, here we go. I'll get your link code for you, for your exclusive character, IOCVW. Okay. Zevin. This is for Zevin, so you can have Karn Delance and 3 down stars. This is the first time this character has been distributed, so we've never even distributed this character before. And then please check in later in the week as well, probably the day after tomorrow. We'll be distributing Karn for Deathly Delusion Destroyers, and then also White Inside its Umbra later on as well. Okay, so this code is for Zevin. We have FSITT. Okay, Pixel Prowl. How do I enter the giveaway? Which giveaway are you talking about, Pixel Prowl? Do you need download tickets to get a copy of any of the Silver Falls games? If you need a download ticket, then DM at either Twitter or Discord is the best place, and just tell me which games you want, because we have 9 retail games. Some people are messaging and they're literally saying, hey, give me all your games. Well, one, that's a bit rude because I have limited number of each of these games. So if I give a game to someone, if I give you all the games, that means that there's people that aren't going to get one. And secondly, if people aren't going to look up the name of the Silver Falls games and they're not going to say the name of the Silver Falls games that they want, then it means that they're probably not even going to care that they got the game at all. So it takes me quite a bit of time to manually process all of this stuff. And again, I have limited quantities. So I really don't want to give these games to people who don't even care. They're probably not even going to play them. They're just saying, hey, give me all the games. So, yeah, these tickets are meant to be for people who really do want the actual games. They actually intend to play them, but they don't, they aren't able to get the finances together to buy the games before March 27. I don't want to give these games to people that just demand free stuff because they want something free. They don't even care about the thing that they're getting for free. They just want something for free. And I am getting a huge amount of those. So, again, it's even taking me time to filter through those as well. So, yeah. Okay, I think I got Stevens. Okay, fantastic. There we go. Zevin? Got it. Okay. A crispy, poor little rabbit. Look at him running forever, going nowhere. Well, soon he's going to live with me in my mansion. Antonis, do you have a release date approximately for updates on Ghoul Busters, Undertakers, White Inside its Umbra? At the moment, no. I actually can't work on the games right now because I'm doing the marketing and publicity for all the games. I have video production, and then I'm handling hundreds of requests for download tickets every day. So unfortunately, I can't work on the games this very second, which is why I'm looking forward to March 27th, so I can actually just get back to finishing the updates for these games and working full-time on Galaxy Bound Curse. I hope that's cloth over there. I'm just going to pick up this one last thing, guys. Just picking up one more thing, and then I'm going to go to the lake. Here we go. Here we go. What is it? Rope. Okay, you know what? I wanted cloth. I'm going to look for one more thing to pick up. Just the one more. Come on, give me something good. Give me something. Is there an enemy nearby? Yeah, there's something following me. Okay, well, I think this little treasure hunt's over. Oh crap! Oh crap! I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I gotta get them lined up. See, it's all about spacing, and I know I'm gonna end up pigeonholing myself in the back there. Okay, cool. Whew. Because there's... Yeah, I knew I was gonna run up against that pretty quickly here. So hopefully these traps will be enough to kill that enemy. And these enemies do give you experience points, so I'm glad I was able to beat those. Shining Absol, I will do your code next. Let me just kill this guy. Nice. Okay. Let me take this stuff back. Yeah, Pixel, probably if you're asking about this code here, everyone can get that for free. Just go to your code linker from the extras menu on the title screen, and then enter your link code in the comment section, and you can get a copy. Not a copy, you get exclusive content. If you need a copy of the games, please DM me and tell me which game or games that you want. Ah, nice. Okay, cool, cool. Dealt with the enemies. I'm gonna run for the lake, and then I'll be safe there. Nice. Okay. Josh Moog, there's a guy who just bought everything on the Wii U and 3DS eShops. I hope he hits you up for this exclusive content. That's Gerard. Dragon Rider Khalil. He's pretty awesome. It took him months to work on that, and so my concern, I twatted a tweet on his post. I doubt he's seen it because he must get hundreds and hundreds of twats a day. So I'm kind of worried he got those and he doesn't have the latest games that launched, because White Inside its Umbra and Undertakers on Wii U launched February 16, and then Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, of course, was March 9, and he had spent months obtaining all the games for Wii U and 3DS. So I'm kind of concerned he doesn't have those games. He may not even know that they launched. So who knows? Maybe we should all just try to send him a message. We should all twat at him and ask him, "Hey, can you make sure you have these final games?" You know. So maybe we could all do that. Let me put on my wilderness pants. Cool. I'll take the leaves. That's fine. You need that for like your... If you want to farm string, you'll need that for your terrariums, I think. No, this is for armor. You'll need that for, like, sniper armor, I think. Or you need it for speed armor, at least. See? Yeah. Moving fast. Take that. Get my leaves. What else? Oh, this is a good spot for leaves if you need them. Yeah. Cool. Polymathical. I just got the rest of the games now. I'm almost done with the TV tropes page for 3Ds, and we'll be doing for pages for the other. Thanks for that. I really appreciate that. The TV tropes. Someone said that they were reading it the other day. They sent me a message, and they said, "Oh man, it's really detailed. I'm very impressed with how comprehensive the TV tropes is." So I'm appreciative for that. I just want to... let's all just sit in the hot tub and relax for a little bit. This is my safe spot for waiting for enemies. so I can restore some health and stamina. I'll just save here. Okay, Shining Absol. I hope that I don't get attacked by enemies, and let me just get your code done. So I'm going to watch the sunset here, sitting by my fire in my hot tub. Okay, Shining Absol. And Nukatha, cool, good to see you. Let's see here. Shining Absol, thank you. V K K R O. E N Q P L. ENQPL. Okay, great. That is for Shining. I got a typo in there. That's all right. And please let me know if that doesn't work. It means that I've done a typo. Okay, and Nukatha. This will get you your new character. X-O-I-R-G. X-O-I-R-G. Nukatha, G-S-O-P-X. All right, that will get you Karn Delance for 3 down stars. Excellent. Awesome. Glad it worked. All right. Man, I was up kind of late. I was with my music club at the pub, and we were playing music, and it was pretty nice. And I got home, and I just felt like listening to dumb Bigfoot and random cryptid videos on YouTube, and I was just eating chips and enjoying it. And then I had a cup of noodle soup, but it was like a nasty flavor that I didn't want to eat. I guess I must have bought it by mistake. It was like a really gross flavor of instant noodles. A cup of noodles, and I left it in there. I obviously ate all the good cup of noodles. But yeah, I don't know. It was like late at night. I just felt like a cup of noodles, and I thought maybe I'm so tired I won't really care that it's a nasty cup of soup. So I started eating it, and unfortunately I could still taste how bad it was. I still ate it. I didn't enjoy it, but I need to make like a mental note to never get that flavor again because it's really bad. Crispy, did many of the older villagers all fight in Vietnam or a war like that? Seems a few people in GBC had served together. It's possible. It is possible. These characters have known each other for a while, and we know that the Midnight Falcons, the band actually served. The guys there were together in the war. Josh Moog, Elon banned me. I can't tweet. Oh no! What's wrong? Why is Elon so sensitive? For someone so rich, he sure is thin-skinned, right? Like, all of that money should at least give you some inflated sense of toughness, right? Like, why does everything get to him? I'm gonna harvest some trees here, just in case I need it. Oh, my stamina hurts. Let me eat some things. Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat some of this. There we go. I'll go back to walking. I don't want to use up my stamina. I've got my fast... Oh, your wilderness pants do actually increase your yield from trees and stone as well. So try and build them wilderness pants as soon as you can. See, I got 11 from that. Yep. I'm a lumberjack and that's okay. Light, has a Silver Falls wiki been started? I don't know. I really don't know. Scorpio TNT, how will I be able to get a version of the game if I have no account for my newly obtained 3DS? Scorpio TNT, send me DM. Best place is Discord because I have hundreds of twats every day going into my twat box on Twitter. So please go ahead and DM me a couple times on Twitter if it's not going through. Discord is great, but if you don't have an account and you can't get the games on the 3DS, DM me and I'll organize download tickets for you. Ooh, walnut, thank you. Delicious. Now, how much do I want to destroy this environment? Because I do want to build a house here, you know what I mean? I'll take a couple of these trees, like, they're all grouped together. I probably won't notice if 1 or 2 are missing. I'm going to start building my lake mansion here. Alright, Nukatha, you got Karn. Awesome. Items. I need that. Nukatha, do you listen to archived recordings of Coast to Coast AM? No. What prompted that question? Why do you ask that? Do you? Here we go. What else can I get here? How far can I Breath of the Wild up this? Where did I put the boundary? Let's do a boundary test. Let's just see where I put the boundary for this. How high up? I'm just going to Breath of the Wild my way up a little bit. There actually is a really cool high up spot. There's some spots where you can keep going high up. Oh, this goes... Oh, that wasn't even the boundary. My mistake. Okay, there's a spot like far east where you can actually go pretty... west, sorry. If you go west, you can go pretty high up. And you can build a house and have a massive view. It looks really nice during sunrise time, so if you play the game early in the morning, it's going to look pretty nice. Okay, yeah, there's a whole area back here. I totally forgot about that. So that goes pretty far. I see an item over there. I'm going to grab that. And there's a small pond over there in the far southeast. I'm just going to check for any fish, and I'll catch it if I can. Put on my wilderness pants, which I think I already had on anyway. Polymathical, he needs to spend some time in Silver Falls. It'll mellow him out. Yeah, you know what, Elon? Okay, this is my message to Elon Musk. DM me, Elon, and I will get you a download ticket for Ruby River. So, Elon, if you can't get the finances to download any of the Silver Falls games ahead of time, you know, because we only have until March 27th, then Elon, you can go ahead and DM me. Oh no! Oh no! My wilderness. Oh no! These birds just shredded my wilderness pants. I'm just going to be a gamer and I'm going to reset it because I know I just saved. So yeah, Elon, if you can't get the finances together for the 3DS eShop ahead of time, Elon, send me a DM. I'll get you download tickets. Don't worry, man. I got you covered. I'll take care of you. You probably would enjoy some Ruby River, man. Crispy, isn't Coast to Coast that American radio show that covered like Bigfoot and aliens and stuff? Oh, I'd probably like listening to that. I don't know. I just like to relax, to chill out. You can have like a late night, just nice hot apple cider and just listen to some Bigfoot and cryptid stories. I like hearing about people talk about what weird creatures they have in their hometown. You know, I always think that's fun. Veteran Cinder, good to see you. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Let me get you your link code. So I kind of wussed out there. Well, I was busy talking directly to my buddy Elon Musk, and I got killed by enemies while I was doing that. And then I ended up these two crows came out of nowhere and they shredded my wilderness pants. So I wasn't really happy about that. So I just reset it. Hey, I'm a gamer. I'm allowed to do things like that, alright? It's cool. Don't worry about it. Now let me get your Silver Falls radio stream. Okay, Cinder, let me get your code for you. RHTXF. RHTXF. I think I have a typo there. Let me fix that. Okay, generate. Did I just see a fish peripherally? No? Okay. My fish sensors were activating. Okay, Cinder. What do we got here? Oops. We have AKNVW. Okay. There you go, Cinder. That is for 3 down stars. So, yeah. And that'll get you a new character for 3 down stars. Oh, I've already harvested... Oh, no. I haven't harvested them, so I will put on my scavenging pants. Get my +2 stone. Yeah, nice and relaxing. Here we go. Chopping them rocks. Nice. There we go. I got 9 stone from that. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. There's another one back here. Just find another boulder here. Very good. Oh, Veteran Cinder, thank you. I recently started reading Heavy Shadow and I'm enjoying it so far. Cool, I hope, yeah. I hope you enjoy reading all the way through. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens. And I really wanted to write Heavy Shadow because I wanted to be able to explore some characters and tell a story that wouldn't fit well in a game format. Cool, I got 8 stone from that. And for me personally, just as someone who enjoys, you know, I have my favorite IPs and series. This music's a little too much. Let me. I said I was going to put on some Ruby River music, didn't I? I wanted to write something that felt like it actually belonged in the series. So, you know, as a young man, I went out to look for novels for my favorite series, like Resident Evil, but it never felt like the novels belonged with the games. It always felt like it was obvious that someone else different wrote the novel. So the people that wrote the novel are absolutely not the same people that made the games, and it felt gross to me. It didn't feel right. And so I wanted to create a game series where that would never happen, and it would always feel like everything belongs where it is. Everything should be there, and everything feels like it's made by the same person. And that was much of my thought process and inspiration for writing Heavy Shadow. Was I wanted to give people something to read that feels like it belongs with the games, and it feels like it's written by the same person that made the games. Alright, let's put some music in here. Let's get some nighttime music. That's real creepy. And we'll put some of that in there. That one. And that one. Alright, and we'll... I'm going to walk to this little pond like I said I was going to do. And I'm just going to see if there's any fish there today. We got Sigh of the Sun. That's one of... So all the tracks are different for Ruby River based on time of day. And for the sunset time of day, the tracks are called Sigh of the Sun, and they're numbered. There's 4 different unique tracks for each time of the day that can play. So there's Sigh of the Sun 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's listen to Sigh of the Sun. Here we go. I think I saw a fish. Was that it? Yeah. Is this a fish? Oh, dang it. It's so far below the surface. What if I crouch? No. Dag nabbit. Sassafrasa. Frasa. Raka. Fraka. Okay. Let's just see if there's any other fish in here. No. Dang. Sassafrasa. Raka. Fraka. Game Junction, hey, good to see you. Yeah, you sent me some DMs on Twitter, didn't you? Yeah, I apologize if you're waiting for some replies. I've got hundreds of twats in my twat box all day long, so Twitter's burying a lot of the twats that I'm getting. Josh Moog. Okay, hey, all right, great, Josh. So if you have 3 down stars, go to your title screen, go to Extras, and go to Code Linker, and type in, click on Use Link Code. That will give you your blue code. So take your blue code, type that in to the chat, and I will give you your key code so you can have a new playable character, Karn Delance. I'm hyper aware right now. I'm just looking for enemies. I'm going to harvest some trees. This is a nice, quiet little spot as well. If you'd like to build a house here, you can have a little pond. It just kind of trolled me there because a fish is sitting too far below the surface and I can't catch it. I think mushrooms grow back here as well, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to put on my wilderness pants and just harvest some of these trees. I think this is a pretty nice spot for sunset time as well. Too bad I'm going to destroy the environment by taking these trees down. Game Junction, we're waiting on a few more tickets. Great, okay. Yeah, please, if you can, just send another DM because my DMs are getting buried. Let's see. Super Smash 97. Yeah, 3 down stars. Josh Moog, you've seen Fish? I don't know what. Is that a band? Is that a movie? Crispy, good night. Good night, everyone. I'm going to get some sleep JBC DX has me hyped. Great, thanks for hanging out, Chris B. And take care. I'll be doing another code content distribution later in the week as well. So take care, and we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. All right, Josh, let me get your code for you. I'm gonna be sensible. I'll be a sensible man, and I'm going to pause it here so I don't get killed by enemies. Okay, here we go. And Josh, your link code is VYBHP. VYBHP. All right, and this is for Josh. And we have ECHNM. That looks correct. All right, please let me know if that doesn't work, or if it does, and that will get you your new exclusive playable character, Karn Delance. Great. Unpause it. All right, you've seen fish. I gotcha. Okay. Cool. I'll continue. I'll save. See, it's unfortunate that there was such a hard limit to the actual number of objects that I could have in the world environment, because there's thousands upon thousands of world objects in the environment. But there are certain areas that, you know, I know it looks sparse, but I hit the absolute limit to what I could put in the game because it's massive. This is a massive game world. You have the ability to create infinitely. So there's a very real limit to the trees that I could populate. Obviously, I want there to be more detail, but this was the very best that I could do with the Unity 3DS. And on 3DS, having something like this, it should have been impossible to create this with Unity 3DS. And the fact that it works on original hardware, it still weirds me out, the fact that it works at all. And if you hadn't heard before, what I actually had to do was this grass. There's only, I think, 150 pieces of grass in the whole world. When you move to a new section, it actually picks up the grass from one area and it sticks it in another area. So all of this grass. So that saves me from having to create and load in more grass. It has no pressure on the memory now because there's only 150 pieces. And then when you go to another area, picks up the grass and moves it somewhere else. On original 3DS, there is none of this visual grass because that would have caused the original 3DS to crash. That would not have worked out. Oh, pine needles. I needed that. Okay, so I want to make a forest omelet, I think, or forest chowder. I think I wanted to make a forest chowder and a forest omelet. So I might rush on back to my house, and I think I might cook some of that up as well. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we're good on stuff. I'm gonna rush on home now. I'm just gonna do a quick run. I'm gonna see if there's anything else that I need in this area, and I'm maybe chop down this tree. Just take the lumber, the timber here. It's a brand. All right. A Scorpio TNT. If you can provide me a code before buying my N3DS, I also bought another 3DS XL, which I made an account for, but making a third would be a bit excessive. Yeah, sure. Send me a DM. Twitter, my Twitter is very full. See, you can see where the grass just popped in. So that means the game just picked up, it detected that you went to another area. It picked up all the grass that was from the previous area and dropped it into this other area. And that's how I'm able to get the game to have some visual detail. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to have any grass. The game would just crash entirely. And it actually has two pools of grass. So you can see the previous pool is still back there. And there's an enemy. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay. I need to make sure I don't get flanked here. There doesn't look like there's anything behind me. I'm going to use my traps. He's coming in hot. He's coming in hot. I'm going standalone. Furniture standalone. Number 7 is the traps. You could use a snare trap and hit him from behind. Let's see if he's susceptible to the snare trap. And if not, we'll set that down as an emergency and we'll see what he does. Okay, is that going to hold him in place? Oh! Oh, he didn't care! He didn't care about the snare trap. Ooh, okay. And we'll break, and we'll take these back. I'm taking those back now. Those are mine. I want my materials, thank you. Remember, you got to look way down for the traps, because made it so you couldn't accidentally conflict with other objects you were trying to break as well. All right, I got all my stuff back. I'm going to head back home. Hey, let's see if we can get that rabbit to my house now. Let's put on my speed armor. I'll close my menus. That way the frame rate's better. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff. Cool. Let's go ahead. There we go. We got our grass populated just then. All right. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Cool, cool, cool. All right, yeah, I can see my house from way over here. I'm just sort of worried another enemy will show up as soon as I get there. But we'll see. There's the lake house that I was... Oh, I do want to start building on the lake as well. You know what? Let's build the lake a little bit. We'll do the rabbit later. All right, and we'll run on over. I have this on, right? Speed armor? Yeah. Okay. I see an item. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna put on my wilderness pants and get that +2, and it is... Oh, the message has a... Yeah, I got 7 sticks. That's pretty nice. Sticks are good. Okay, close that. We'll build a bit. Build a little. Yeah. And I know that people want an HD remake or an HD port of Gaiden 3Ds and Ruby River. I don't think it would really translate that well on the Switch, but I am working on a game that uses the same building and crafting mechanics as Ruby River, and so that will be coming to the Switch at some point. It's low priority right now because there are other aspects to Silver Falls that I want to get sent out to people. Fish. Hold on. I'll put on my wilderness pants. Always good to wear that when you're fishing. Get my fishing pole. There we go. Yeah, instead of 1 catfish, I got 3 catfish. And that's why you want to wear... That's why you want to wear your wilderness pants. Okay, I'll put my speed clothes back on, and I'll get back to walking as well. Okay, and let's build out a bit. This lake was bigger than I thought, and it's cold. I'm taking damage from the cold. Come on, my fire. Okay, cool, I'm close to my fire. If you're close to the fire, you won't take damage from the cold. So let's go ahead and build some stuff. I'm going to probably extend out, maybe just 2 more. Okay. So armor, weapon, structure, platforms. I want to go to my normal platforms here. Low platform, platform. Now, there we go. All right. And again, there is an update coming for Ruby River and Gaiden 3Ds. So Nintendo is currently processing that, and then hopefully we can launch the update for this pretty soon. Yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty good, right? That looks all right. The sun's in my eye. I can't really see what's going on. I can't see. There we go. That seems all right. I'll build that there and there. That seems good. All right. Yeah, this is looking all right. Not bad. There we go. Seems good. Okay. Ah, I thought I pushed it. Okay. And again, if you didn't know, the shortcut for building is down on the D-pad, so you can press down if you don't want to use the build button on the touchscreen. Okay, there we go. That's it. Yeah, this is going to be my lake mansion, my lake house. Drop that there, and drop that. That's a pretty good footprint for now. Let's go ahead and hop up and see what it's like. We should probably be sitting up there while we're building as well. Okay. We'll hide that. Save. Yeah, it's looking all right. I think I'll expand it out a bit more as well. Ah, it's a little crooked over there. I might. I should have been standing up here to begin with. I'm gonna redo that. That looks pretty dodgy. We'll break it. That's pretty dodgy. We'll redo it. That's what happens when you try to build a house when you're underneath it. Okay, we'll do it again. And again, you can use, that's why I put crawl in there, if you needed a bit more precision for placing your components. There we go. Your character will move slower when you're crawling, so you have more precise control. There we go. Oh, see, it's all going kind of cattywampus now. Well, this is the life that we lead. This is how it has to be done now. This is how it is. There we go. Oh, wait, I'm thinking a footprint. Maybe extend out one more. And I would like a second floor as well. That would be pretty nice. Okay, should I put? I'll put my doorway here, like this. Structure, um, flat log. I need like a door wall, huh? Door wall. Yeah, there we go, like that. Oh, those fireplaces are getting in the way. Yeah, it's fine. That way you have to take a bath. You have to sit in the hot tub and rest before you can enter the house. A bridge in Ruby River. People have been sending me DMs of really cool stuff that they're building, so that's pretty rad to see. People are building sky mansions, lake mansions. Wide window. I'll put some wide windows in so I can see if enemies are approaching from over here. So I'll use a wide window there. Let's see here. Yeah, that seems good. Like there? Yeah, there. See, I can look out and gaze upon the beautiful outdoors. That looks quite nice. Okay, and we'll put this one here. I want it lined up with the wall, you know. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Once you get some walls up, you know, it feels like a house. It's pretty cool. Oh, my eyeballs. I'll go to standing up now. Oop, block. Okay, there we go. Right, that's it. Nice. Hey, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Anyway, let me go ahead and check. I think I want to jump back into 3 Down Stars for a minute. And, oh no, actually before that, because we're distributing Karn for Gaiden 3Ds later this week as well. So what I will do is actually I'll boot up Gaiden 3Ds and we'll have a look at Karn there. So, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we'll wrap up Ruby River now. I'm kind of suspicious. Enemies haven't spawned, so I'm worried what the deal is. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I had the music way too quiet. Alright, we'll close out of this. We're going to boot up Gaiden 3Ds now. Cool. We saved. Let's open that up. All right, and we're not going to do a long stream today. We're going to wrap up in maybe half an hour or so, because I have quite a bit of video production to do. I'm preparing a special announcement trailer, so please stand by. In an hour or two after the stream, I will post that special trailer announcement, and there'll be details about upcoming things for Silver Falls. So that's why we're not doing a long stream today. Alright. And I also have hundreds of download ticket requests to get through. So that'll be great. Cool, my coffee is ice cold. Delicious. Iced coffee. So we'll just wait for that to pop up. Alright. Yeah, and we have an update coming for White Inside Umbra as well. So that's going to fix a couple things. It'll add back in throwing weapons. Hopefully I can get those things launched as soon as possible. Upper screen. and our lower screen. Okay, and it'll only take a moment to boot this up. We do have to wait a bit for we're running in our development environment. That seems to be the best way to run Gaiden 3Ds, as the emulator does not handle Gaiden 3Ds at all. It just seems to crash. Rock on. We can all just have a relaxing listen to some Ruby River music. While we wait. Let me just make sure I closed anything that's confidential here. Okay, everything's gone. Cool, awesome. So while we're waiting for this to boot up, I'll just share some, if anyone's interested in seeing some high resolution assets. This is stuff we never get to see because in 3 Down Stars there's an immense amount of graphical assets, and they all have to be pretty low resolution. Let me go ahead and open some stuff up and we can have a look at those things. So what have I got here? One thing that I think is interesting to look at, and I have very high quality assets for these. Put them on the bottom screen. You can see the handgun ammunition. What do we got? So that's the Peacekeeper ammunition. It says Peacekeeper 9mm parabellum rounds, made in USA, high accuracy, maximum justice, standard ammunition. What else have we got here? We have Judgment Magnum ammunition. It says maximum penetration. 220 grain, high performance. I think there's more stuff on the back of the box. Let's see. Oh, this is the rifle ammunition. It's called Love Letter. Tactical rifle cartridges, only say goodbye once. And the brand is Haddad and Quartz. So that's a reference to Paul Haddad and oh, my brain just went. Claire Redfield's voice actor. My brain stopped working. She's yeah. I'm gonna be kicking myself later on. My brain can't even recall her first name, and I feel like an idiot. She's one of my favorite voice actors that's ever done any work, and she was in The Big Comfy Couch. Here we go. We'll boot up Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Okay. Great, so we can finish our music there, and we'll have just a quick look at Karn in Gaiden 3Ds. So we'll be distributing Karn in 3Ds later in the week. There we go, properly loaded in now. Okay, here we go. Josh Moog, I played White Inside Its Umbra last night for a little bit before I went to sleep. Super fun, love the flashlight controls. Thanks, I saw that comment, so I think that's pretty good. I'll try to add an option to the upcoming White Inside Its Umbra patch that lowers the volume of the footsteps a bit, so we'll see if we can get that added in. I just have so many other things that I have to focus on for that White Inside Its Umbra patch, so hopefully I'll have time to get that in where you can just have the footsteps be a little quieter. Right, what did Bull bring us? He's got some cheesy moose antlers. Girlfriend, what? I don't have time for stupid stuff like that. Bull's too busy. He's a busy man. We got Winnie, who we distributed earlier in the week. Was it yesterday that we did Winnie? Oh, I'm so busy. My hands are so full with all of the promotional work, processing all the tickets. I don't even know what day of the week it is. What is she saying? Garnet is nice, but Opal has depth. but Jasper too. I can't pick a favorite. Got Rich here. Hey, at least we don't have to deal with any woodwalkers, right? Wonder what that is. Right, let's have a look. So there's our main character from White Inside. It's Umbra. She's the best defender, hands down, in the game. She's just an excellent character. We'll swap out Bjorna. We'll bring in Karn. There he is. So he's a whimsical soul type. There's not that many other whimsical characters, so this will be very good to round out your party. His stats, he's actually got above average damage output and charge speed. He's not great with defenses. His HP is average, but his power and charge speed are very good. He uses light melee though, so he doesn't have the range, of a firearm user. He's got Waking Solid, so it fills his charge meter 50 and his defense +1 when he's revived. Shirt, not so good. His shoes and gloves, not so good. But jacket is 130 and hat is 130. I think not that many characters actually get that big of a boost from hats. He might be one of the best hat users. And jewelry is alright, eyewear is 110, and vest is even. So getting a jacket and hat at 130 is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and have a look. I'll just give him... What do I got? Cattle prod? Pardon me. I'll just give him a cattle prod. Let's have a look at his abilities. So he always has access to flamethrower, which is pretty nice crowd control, especially given that his charge speed is pretty fast. So he's going to be able to access that flamethrower pretty often. We have Omni Amplify as his soul ability. Today's soul type for me is Brave, so I don't have access to that. But it boosts all elemental power by 18, and that's for everything. That's every element. That's not bad. His ultimate ability is Prism Warriors, and that makes everyone's elemental output for fire, ice, electric, and water goes up by 50%. That's huge, and you can keep reusing that. So if you had a bunch of cheesy moose antlers, you could be shoving cheesy moose antlers down your face, and you can keep reusing this ultimate ability, and then you can turn your team into just massive damage output, and that's going to be vital for bosses that rely on elemental damage. Let's start on Sunday. So your team Flame Amplify, it boosts the whole team's firepower by 30. Not bad. It's good, and it affects his own ability as well. Flash Bomb. So Flash Bomb gets boosted by Omni Amplify, which is nice. That stuns the enemies. That gives you time to organize your defenses if you need to heal, or if you've got a strategy you're working on. You got stuns enemies 7 seconds, and then your sound resistance goes down by 30 as well. So he can't benefit from that, but you want to pair him up with a team member who has sound abilities. Tuesday gives him his Sand Throw, or some people here like to call it Pocket Sand, and your distant, it reaches pretty far, your enemy speed -2, and it stuns 3 seconds. Gus has Sand Throw as well. And it's good to even have 2 characters that have that for bosses, because reducing a boss's speed also reduces the number of attacks it can deal out within a certain amount of time. Wednesday you have Encourage, that fills up your ally's charge meter, which is good. So if you're pairing him up, if you've got slower members on the team, Encourage is a good way to help your other party members. Oil Stream reduces enemies' flame resistance, so that will actually allow him to do more damage with Flamethrower, so that is good for him. And again, lower speed as well. On Friday he gets Soul Punch, which is an excellent ability. Chef's Kiss. Soul Punch restores some of his own HP. So, great ability to have. It really helps with his survivability on Fridays, because he generally doesn't have a very good stat growth on his HP. On Saturday, we have Tear Off Shirt, and that gives you your power boost by 70, and it lowers your defense by 40. So, you can see he's a pretty balanced character in terms of going for offense and boosting your team a little bit, but when it comes to defense, not so great. So he isn't going to be a huge damage output just on his own, but he's good support abilities. Let's go ahead and chuck him into a battle. We said jackets and shirts are pretty good. This actually counts as a jacket, but that's a speed -3. I don't really want that penalty. Hats. These are his fireproof goggles, actually. I'm going to see if I can get something for him that gives him some speed. I really don't want that -3 on speed. Too bad I don't have more shirts. I really need to do some missions to get more shirts. What do we got? Gloves. He doesn't really like gloves. Gold rim glasses, -2. Where's the good stuff, man? Ah, these aren't great. I'm gonna see what kind of equipment I can get. And what about these level 4? I'm just gonna take the goggles, and then we'll do a mission, see if we can get something good. What have we got? We got a jewelry. Oh, he gets a 110 on jewelry, I think. I'll just refresh it. Alright, we'll do it, baby. Shirt. I'll get a shirt. He likes shirts. No, I was wrong. He likes jackets. He's got an 80% on shirt. What a bummer. Allison Court, thank you. Thank you. That would have been bothering me. Thank you, Chinose. Oh, Josh, I was exploring the woods and got to the edge corner of a part of the map and the dog trapped me and I was stuck. Yeah, people have reported that, so I'm hoping to address that in the patch as well. That clock stretch was an awakening for me as a child. For Belinda and Molly. That played before I went to school in the mornings. So I thought that was cool that I watched Belinda and Molly as a kid, and then I recognized Allison Court's voice in Resident Evil 2, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. Okay. Ow. Gold, what have you got going on here, man? Flash rifle. Flash rifle doesn't... It only goes straight forward. I took down one guy. I'm going to check out a flamethrower here from Karn. Cool, I got that guy in the back. What do we got? Cryo bomb? Trick shot. I'm going to wait for that stag back there to get just a little bit closer, and I think that'll do it. There we go. Blizzard gun. I can blizzard gun. Flamethrower should reach that guy. I'm going to just flamethrower again. So I'm going to wait for that other bird there, and I'll chuck it out. No! Okay, I was wrong. I was thinking of flame bomb. So flamethrower only hits the person next to you. I'll just blizzard gun this guy. There we go. Wow, that's cold coffee. Yeah, so for anyone that has just joined the stream, if you are new to the stream, we're distributing Karn Delance for 3 down stars. We're not doing the Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers yet. We're doing that later in the week, probably 2 days from now. So if you have 3 down stars, go ahead and post your link code in the comment section below, and I'll get you a key code. So we're going to wrap up pretty soon here. So we can just hang out and chat for a bit, and we'll get ready to wrap up the stream. It's a short stream today. I have a fair amount of video production to do, promotional work, and I have hundreds of download tickets to process again. So hopefully later in the week we can catch up and have an easier day later in the week. Okay. Ever glided in a wingsuit before? It's totally freeing. That would... I don't think I would do that. I think current me probably wouldn't do a wingsuit. Has anyone in the comment section ever done a wingsuit? Oh, we have 2 tracks of music playing. Stop that. What you saying? You smell nice. Thanks. You smell nice too. What kind of perfume is that? Oh, cologne? What's Base say? I just planted lettuce and some other fresh veggies. You need some planting tips? We could all use some planting tips. Sam, I've been thinking about carrying more variety in the gas station. Hey, thanks for the cheesy moose antlers. I'm not going to say no to that. That's always useful. Let's over to the diner. Let's see if there's anyone over there. Yeah, Karn is a good fast character, so he's good for damage up, but again, he's got that flamethrower, which is pretty good. And we'll go and check how many item slots he has as well. Oh, Josh, I think it's just my TV. You don't got to fix anything. Oh, all right, okay. Let's see what Winnie says. Need a good pie recipe? I just found an old magazine with some real gems. It was actually quite hard testing this on the computer because I'm actually playing it like that. I'm playing sideways, so that's probably why there's a couple typos here and there. And also, when you're using the Unity game engine, the font is microscopic, like you need a telescope to actually read the font that's in the Unity game engine. Users of Unity have been begging the Unity developers to just have an option to have bigger type font, you know, increase the font size, different font. But unfortunately, that's not what the Unity CEO cares about. He only cares about NFTs and microtransactions. So the users of Unity just constantly get screwed over when they can't even fix the most basic things. So Kathleen is a very good character to meet in the diner. Once you meet her, you can start trading moose tokens for lucky feathers, and lucky feathers will boost the level of your loot. So any weapon or armor that you get, if you've traded moose tokens for lucky feathers, you'll have a higher level equipment. For materials, you'll get more materials. So it's good to meet her. Hang out in the diner until you meet her. This is character. Have you seen this chainsaw before? A man can fell a tree in mere moments. I don't have much time to linger here, but I'll help however I can. If you've missed out on Oxa as well, because I think on launch day on our launch party, we distributed Oxa. So if you've missed out on Oxa, she's from Guardians and Metal Exterminators. There's a story reason why she is not included in the code linker for Guardians and Metal Exterminators. If you've missed her, send a DM and I will get you a key code for Oxa. Are we doing codes again today? Yeah. So Morgan, is your code for 3 down stars? Because the content we're distributing today is for 3 down stars. It's not for Gaiden. We're doing the Gaiden distribution later in the week, probably 2 days. So can you just, Morgan, if you can confirm that's for 3 down stars? Hey, my dog Echo seems to really like you. Of course he does. He's the best dog in the world. There he is. What a good little doggy. Hey, David, good to see you. If you have 3 down stars, David, we're doing distribution for Karn Delance. So if you haven't done so yet, send me your link code for 3 down stars. Yeah. Okay, Morgan. Yeah, please boot up 3 down stars, and I'll get you your link code. All right, so we can all just hang out. Let's just hang out. We're going to wrap up the stream. We'll do these last couple of link codes, code linker content, and then we'll wrap up the stream. I'm going to prepare a trailer, so I have a very special announcement coming up. So please keep an eye out. And in around 2 hours, I'll be posting that special video. There's a special announcement there. So, cool. Yeah, it's been fun hanging out. Been fun chatting with all of you. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making it a fun stream. Right, and this is Luna Solway. I love fly fishing with my dad, but it always ruins my nails. I wish he'd give me more notice in advance. I know, right? That's relatable. While we're waiting, I'll just go back to camp and we'll listen to some of the camp music. The camp music is different every time you head back, so the game picks 2 different instruments and plays them. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day so far. Extremely busy the past couple of weeks since I'm doing so much promotion, video production, and of course communicating with people one-on-one. I have hundreds of download tickets to process, people asking about the games, so it's been very busy. And I'm looking forward to March 27th so I can get back to finishing the updates for these games, launching those, and working full-time on Galaxy Bound Curse. All right, great. Hey, Thomas Hawk, thanks. Okay. Let's just go to the diner and enjoy the diner music while I get these final link codes done. Okay, so this is for 3 down stars. Oh, right, if I click out of there, it stops the music. Okay. I'll just play it here then. Okay, first up is David. Oh, Light, you did the frontier missions on Hogan's boat, and one of the enemy. Yeah, there's a small chance where you can like knock an enemy off the boat and it can fall underneath it. There's a small chance that can happen, which is kind of irritating, but it's video game logic, isn't it? All right, we'll do David's code first. UPMOH. Okay, and let's see here, make sure we get the right. And this will unlock Karn Delance as a playable character. Grizdamation, thanks for joining. You think it was one of those rabbits? Oh man. Those guys can never seem to find their way on deck. Okay, DTGMY. Grizdamation, we're actually wrapping up the stream soon as I have a fair bit of work to get finished today. DTGMY, this is for David. Alright, and Morgan, you are next. Your code will be... Okay, let me get your key code. For Morgan, let's get SPGWK BTMUB and Thomas. Is it Thomas or Tomas? UJHQS DMNOP, and this is for a 3 down stars character. You'll get 3 down stars. All right, yeah. Grizdamation, do you need? If you have 3 down stars, I'm distributing Karn Delance as the new playable character for 3 down stars. So if you've got that code, go ahead and post it in the comment section. So yeah, yeah, I'm just finishing up an announcement trailer, so we'll be sharing that very shortly. So yeah, it's been fun. Thank you, everyone. And again, I hope you all enjoy the new playable character for 3 down stars. I hope you enjoy that. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just working on the updates. If you have any feature requests, please let me know so I can get those requests done as soon as possible. And hopefully I can get as much content packed into the game updates as we can. March 27 is rolling up on us pretty soon, and I'm looking forward to this heavy marketing. It's a huge amount of marketing and promotional work. And for me personally, I would rather spend my time developing the game so I can get something new and fun for all of you. Oh, you have it? Okay, great. Yeah, I'll wait for you, Grizdamation. Just go to the extras menu, open code linker, and then enter use key code, and you'll see your blue key code. Just put that in the chat. King God David, thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. It's been fun chatting with everyone and hanging out. And we're really close to getting that rabbit into the house there, so that'll be cool. Maybe on the next stream we'll get that rabbit in there. Great. We'll just wait for Grizdamation. We'll get his code linker done. I hope you're all enjoying the code linker content. And I've got the news that's coming up today is pretty exciting, so please stand by. Some of you may know what's coming. Yeah. And of course, feel free to hang out with us in the Discord. We chat game, we chat everything. Just a great group of people to hang out with in the Discord. Thanks, Knights of Knee. We'll see you, Light. Okay, Light, you try to get the rabbit on the boat, and then I'll try to get one in my house. I suppose you can... The best way to sort of deal with that, if you find an enemy is like falling, try to stay sort of in the middle of the boat area, and that will get the enemies to sort of follow you to the middle of the boat. So if you find you're having issues and they're falling off, try that. I've been working on that stage, like refining it for a while over patches to deal with that, but enemies are dumb. Their AI is so dumb. Okay, yeah, Grizdamation, go to extras, click on code linker, and then click on use key code, and you'll see your blue code. So type your blue code into the chat, and I'll give you your key code. Okay, do I have a 3DS here to show you, or I don't think I have one here. No, I don't have a 3DS within reach to show you. Okay, we finished that up. Well, it's been real fun, everyone. It's been real great. I'll just boot this up in case you get stuck and you need help finding it. Yeah. Great, you found it. All right. Move that over. Okay, last link code of the... Morgan, I want you to go make games, but I also really enjoy the streams. Wish there was a way you could just live stream the creation of your next game. That shouldn't be too hard or distracting. It's fun. Earlier in the stream, I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but I was actually doing 3D modeling for Galaxy Bound Curse DX, which is the 3D remake that's coming to the Nintendo Switch. So we were doing that earlier, so it is possible. You know, we can hang out while I'm working on the games. Let's see here. So this is LCHUU. This is the last link code, key code for the day. So this is for Grizdimation. We have UFNSR. I'll put that in caps so it's easier to read. UFNSR. Steven, I'm so psyched for GBC DX. I'm very excited as well because I had a very clear vision for what I wanted with Galaxy Bound Curse, and then I had to keep paring back that end product to make sure that it worked on the Game Boy hardware. So with Galaxy Bound Curse DX, it will be exactly what I want the game to be. It'll be the full vision of what I want, and there's going to be significantly more long-term gameplay aspects. There'll be more frontier aspects, and there will be more RPG aspects. It'll be multiplayer. You can play with up to 3 other people. I think it's going to be fun. Morgan, oh yeah, I saw yesterday's modeling. Really had fun. Had nightmares about the feet though. I tend to let those things go. I don't think about the feet. I try to block it out. It's been fun, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Please keep an eye out. In maybe around 2 hours or so. It depends on how quickly I can finish editing this video together. I'll be doing that announcement. So, take care, everyone. It's been so much fun. I really appreciate you hanging out on the stream. We'll see you around next time. And again, later in the week, we're going to distribute Karn for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Glad the codes worked. See you, everyone. Take care. We'll be well.